Are you gonna update? Yes, we are live.
That's no kind of chicken I've ever heard of.
This Mega Ultra Chicken is legends.
Oh. Does Mega Ultra Chicken get like discounts on like Wednesdays after 8 p.m. or something?
On the moon.
Is there an early... there's an early bird. Can there be an early chicken?
Yeah. Honestly, why not? Man, I was watching like the fucking Moonanite Supercut the other day.
Hey, beautiful people. You know, if I have early chickens, I have a pet name for them. They're called eggs. Hey, everyone.
The earliest chickens.
We just wrapped up the Pre Super Chosen, and everyone's about to leave because I'm about to go to live. Boom. There we go. Let's see who's paid attention. Mike, Atomic, everyone else is just fuck. Oh, never mind. Michael.
It's just Jill and System T.
Yeah, that's always find out. Like, let's see who's still paying attention. We're gonna play around for a minute. We got a pizza clock, down in the corner.
We got a huge fucking Steam segment.
Don't we, man? That's gonna be.
The news segment is no slouch either.
Yeah, the new segment is about on par with what we usually get, but no, that's a chunky Steam segment.
Let's pull that down.
Viewers 0, as is tradition.
Gotta keep it that way. Can't go mainstream, man. We can't sell out.
That requires making money for what we do.
Fair point.
Well, Chef, what's selling out? Well, kids, if you work in the music business and you make money, you've sold out.
What is the, do you ever get this, have you ever been bored enough to go on Twitch and like sort by category lowest viewers first?
No, never.
I was assuming boredom,
usually...
because mine's worse. I've done it just out of straight morbid curiosity. I'm not saying I believe that personally is far worse. Like, let's see who's rocking out to an audience of 1 or none.
I remember the first time I streamed on Twitch and like 3 people were watching me, and I'm like, "Hello, why are you here?"
Right.
See, the most live viewers I've ever had wasn't even on Twitch. It was on Xfire.
I don't even know what that is.
On Pornhub, yeah.
No, Xfire. It used to be a gaming client for Windows, and
I
it had
know what Xfire
an
is,
overlay, and it had like live streaming and everything long before Steam did. And at one point, I think I was playing APB Reloaded, and I was streaming it, and I had 26 people watching me.
Do you want a cookie? I mean, what?
That's the thing. This show usually goes over that. I'm just talking about my streams.
Oh. I don't ever look.
I mean, I see, because I usually have the moderator view open while I'm streaming, and I see it's like, oh, there's 11 people watching. Cool. All right.
I don't. I come from the days of 386. That's too much CPU. Can't waste it. Gotta save it all for the stream.
I don't have like the live view going at the same time. I just have the chat and the people who are there.
I don't need Electron Senior up and running while I'm trying to.
Senor Electron.
It's Firefox. It's probably worse, but yeah.
No. Senor Electron is from El Google. It's the Mexican Google.
You mean Santa del Google?
Santos del Googles?
What is Googles in Spanish? Wait, goggles in Spanish. It's probably fucking goggles. It's always
Right.
is that.
There's different ones.
All right.
Thank you.
Gafas de protección.
Yes, those are the protective eyewear type of glasses.
It's the community
Gafas is
verified.
usually just glasses.
Glasses of protection. Does it give you the +1 bonus, the +2 bonus, or the +3 bonus?
It's all deflection. It doesn't stack. It doesn't matter.
Well, it does. You want to make sure you get that +3 glasses of protection.
Because somebody might have a +4 can of fuck you. That's why, man.
The goggles, they do nothing.
You're like, haha. They
Lunettes.
Lunettes.
Strider. That's the French.
I thought lunettes was sunglasses. Oh yeah, des lunettes de protection. Yeah, there you go.
This is why he's blind. He does too. No, man, that's safety goggles. Safety goggles in Commandant Land. Got a lot to tear through. We don't have to spend too much time on our epic watch. That's
Wait, yeah, it's more Fallout.
yeah.
More.
I want to maintain that because that's enough. That's a nice little stretch buffer to have just in case.
Yep.
So many strange words, man. Just bring it down to eye shoes.
You know,
Yes.
looking at the stats for Fallout 3 streamers right now, I think I'm doing pretty good.
All of you are going after that old person market. Like that's one of the reasons. No, well, that's the nostalgia thing. If you want to do a streamer, you're definitely going to have. I mean, outside of a regular audience, you're always going to get that 1 or 2 people who want to come in and be like, I remember this part too. Oh, I remember this. Oh, watch out for this part too.
I was gonna say like the Septuagenarians love the Fallout streams because it plays music from their era.
Mm-hmm. What be this music? I only listen to Creative Commons YouTube music these days. It's awesome. Okay. Snorkels.
Oh, wow.
What?
There's a whole of 5 people watching Exanima.
Exodia, the Forbidden One.
Those cards are all banned.
I don't trust
Explodia,
us.
no.
Neither Jordan nor myself have a ball idea what he's talking about. I mean, we understand the game now because we've drilled down that far.
Yes, we have a name. There is a name.
That's
You've seen the screenshots.
I have seen 2 screenshots.
ooh, look at you, Mr. Fancy, with your 2 screenshot seeing.
Neither of them provide any sort of valuable information as to who or what this thing is.
That's what's been taking my time this week. Thank you, Arthurian. He was the one who gifted me that.
Nori's just happy that you're taking a break from your racing game.
Oh yeah, I should check. Have I crossed 400 hours on that yet? Lutris.
You could say Pank Flood.
Windows. 371. No, not 400 yet.
It could be Punk Floyd.
It could be Punk. It could be Pong Floyd.
Would you watch a Pink Floyd cover band? Out of anything other than morbid curiosity, because I'd pop my head in and be like,
Yeah. I gotta hear what this sounds like.
Right.
But like,
I wouldn't show up for I wouldn't plan on staying for the long haul.
this is the fucking tabletop game I want to play with Strider because it's all about being French.
Miseries. That sounds French, huh?
Yeah.
Forge Lords Comics.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because what do you call it? Burning Whale HQ just publishes a bunch of indie stuff. Actually, what I found real funny about like Burning Wheel, the game proper, is it's basically West of Loathing.
All right.
It like the mechanisms are like kind of different, but like the way like you expand your character is very West of Loathing-esque.
Yeah. West of Loathing, as someone who played a lot of Fallout 2, it's like, oh, someone was a fan, was it? All right, okay, I'm okay with that.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like you can say that a game is a ripoff of another game, but if it's a good ripoff of a good game, then like,
oh yeah, no, and they like.
But you gotta
the
understand,
presentation's completely different.
Yeah, a good ripoff is better. I think when they say that, they're like, that's derivative of. It's another one of these.
Mm.
Oh. Oop. Take that off. And... Mute. Alright. Here's, ready.
That was the thing I liked from Emerald City, where when we meet the Wizard of Oz, it's like, yeah, this is a dude taking acid and listening to Pink Floyd. He is definitely a wizard. If I were a wizard, that's what I'd be doing.
The New Zealand's official wizard was very adamant that the tales of his retirement and death were being spread by his nemesis.
Right, I saw that too. I'm like, fuck yeah. We need more epic wizard battles. Epic wizard battles of history.
I'm
sorry.
I'm not saying it was directly related to this rabbit hole I went down immediately after that. I'm like, wait, what? Official was do the Googles.
Wait, he was dead, but he's back.
What?
He has returned. He is Kiwi the White. He was Kiwi the Gray.
Indeed. 'Tis magic. Well, let's
Oh shit. Now I want to see a version of Lord of the Rings with Gandalf played by Christopher Judge.
that could work.
Yeah, right? Like I'd be down for that.
Either that or Paul Rubens.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one too. No, I want to see Paul as like Tom Bombadil. That would be a good cast.
He doesn't exist.
Paul Rubens?
No, Bombadil.
Oh.
Isn't that right, Mr. Jackson?
Well, the Jackson estate.
Isn't that right, Michael Jackson?
The Tolkien estate. My bad.
No, it's like Michael Jackson is in charge of the Lord of the Rings movies now.
You can't prove otherwise. Let's get into it, lads. Locked and loaded. We'd have Tom Bombadil. Have you tried Bombadil? Side effects may include
Your penis falling off.
Yeah.
You're a spider all of a sudden.
Oh, but can I be a sexy spider? Can I be like Shelob? Can I get them titties?
And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. Oh man, we got a chunky show tonight, lads. Anyway, I'm Vince Stone. That is Jordan Sving over there. And to the far right is one-pager Mateus, staying up late past his bedtime, along with you at home, Shut Realm Dynamic, joining us live each and every week, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. It's going to be a fun night, Max. Like, I know it's going to be hot. It was cool earlier this week. And it's like, hey, I'm not like sweating directly in the studio, but such as things. What have you guys been up to, man? I learned something. I learned a thing.
Okay.
This is rare. This happens. Mm-hmm. Stay the way from the Witcher DLC. The first one, at least. I don't know about the Blood and Chrome one, but that first one is...
Where the Cylons show up and you have to fight them as Geralt.
Your first clue is BSG Actual coming into the atmosphere.
That seems out of place.
You know what? I just rolled with it. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. But unfortunately, That thing is like spite crashy as hell, everyone. Maybe it just works swimmingly for you. I went all the way through the main quest of the Witcher 3 with Proton. Mm-hmm. Maybe 2. If I'm highballing it, 3 spite crashes the entire time. This is just like left and right, random, being triggered. And it's a problem on Windows. It's also a problem with Proton. I went to Proton DP and they're like, oh, sometimes if you turn away from the thing that causes you to crash and walk backwards past, I'm like, you know what? Nope. I'm done.
The gone home strat.
That was really all I've been up to. Our internet died in a fire Thursday. Fortunately,
it did.
Yeah,
that was
like right before we went live. So
no Wolfenstein this week.
No.
Play a little bit of the game with your chair set.
Yeah, man. What else have you been up to this week, man?
I was on vacation, so I've just been like literally doing fuck all. I was talking a bit about it in the pre super shows, and I am so angry with Star Trek Lower Decks that I'm like, man, I need to go watch like a good Star Trek show. And so I started watching Deep Space Nine again because
we were talking what we thought of. They've announced that they're going to be doing a hilarious comedy themed animated X-Files.
And the possibility of having the original Dana Scully and Fox Mulder back.
That sounds like such a train. We promise you we'll get into Lex Gaming in a second, kids.
we gotta talk about the X-Files.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Business first. That could be such a hilarious train wreck. It could be watchable though.
Like I don't know, the from what I remember, like the idea of the X-Files scaring me as a child, and then as an adult I watched them like, this is fucking goofy. So I don't know. I think there's room for like comedy in there, but we'll see. There is room in comedy for the comedy in like Lower Decks, but they haven't found it yet at all. They're trying hard, but they're failing miserably.
Pedro,
how about you, Pedro?
Outside of starting your you got the starter pack for the game collection hoarding. Yeah.
You mean this one? Planescape, Torment, Baldur's Gate, and Fallout 2. There's a total of 10 CDs inside this teeny tiny little box here. And the dude I got it from had it for sale on eBay, wanted like 45 pounds or something for it. It's like, I'll give you 20. And he accepted, so it's like, all right, there you go. Give me. Send.
You put so much more effort than I do when I'm getting these interfaces. I've never made anyone an offer.
Usually if the option is there, it's like, oh, make an offer. All right, I'll pay you this. And sometimes they accept. That's how I got this monitor too. 200 pounds and 1p.
Well played. Well played.
The P stands for Pedro.
Well, it doesn't stand for horse.
That would be the Porse then.
The Porse.
May the Porse be with you.
Kevin
it's
Smith.
the Steam.
Let's update
of the week.
Of the week. Yes.
That's kind of horrifying. I'm like, Kevin Smith. No.
Kevin Smith as the
Porse.
Porse.
Well, I don't think you'll be able to make those jokes coming very, very soon to Steam. Well, if you decide to opt into the whole labs thing, because this one, for now, is very much opt-in. You need to go into the labs and enable the language filter. They're creating a universal language filter that mostly excludes all of the commonly used profanity words. And if you don't like it, if you did decide to opt into it and you don't like it, they actually have a thing. It's like, F you, Steam, how do I turn this thing off? It's like, if you've joined the experiment and find you'd prefer to see strong profanity and slurs, you're free to disable some of these filters, or all of these filters. Otherwise, customize them as you see fit. Okay, that I was about to ask, but what if I do like, having 12-year-olds in Counter-Strike Global Offensive shouting racial epithets at me making assumptions?
Pedro, don't you want to meet your real father, that guy who killed you on DE Dust that one time?
Or even making assumptions about my sexual orientation? Yeah, I need that stuff. That's my Counter-Strike experience right there.
Right. I don't know. But like, I mean, given that like, Steam can and has been used for like targeted harassment, this is ultimately a good thing. People should not be harassed on their platform of choice. But there's also another added fringe benefit for Valve in that, video game industry doesn't want too many regulatory eyes on there if they're saying, hey, we're making it so that like children aren't being exposed to like negative content on our online service. We have a better time of like, you know, onboarding them and getting them to buy hats in Team Fortress or whatever they're doing these days.
It's just going to evolve, baby, because that's just like salvo for the amateurs using the bad words. Then we're just going to get smarter. You're going to use your words better. You're going to try to do some emotional scarring. And cut in there.
Then you actually have to go track down and fuck their mothers.
Dude, good on you, Valve, for giving everyone the option to cut it off. As long as that's there, there's no problem with it whatsoever. For me, the only thing it means is I'm going to randomly start replacing random words with hearts just to fuck with people. Yeah, that 100%. That's the only effect.
You know, if you post your Steam password, it'll censor it out too, right?
All right.
Yeah. All right. We get a beta update. We got to talk about pretty basic bare bones. The EA Play stuff is now live. As Linux users, we're not really going to see what this means until a couple weeks after like the Proton guys get a crack at it and see what games they can get up and running. But the other thing they added was when they're doing the pre-shader processing on RAD-V, they're cutting down the memory usage, which is good for people on Radeon laptops or with the lower end cards. So, you know, Valve's still trying to make the client not a giant flaming piece of garbage.
Well, they kind of definitely jumped on that because, you know, with the Vulkan stuff, AMD dropped out last week. I'm like, okay, do some things.
Yeah.
It's good to see. Good to see. But
and they also added support for EA Play, or as Bushman in the comments says, EA Pay.
Yes. To learn more about that, go watch last week's podcast, I guess.
Yes.
It's got a good feel to it, though. That's EA going, their greed overtaking their greed effectively.
Yes.
It's like, wait a second, even if Steam is taking 30% of that money, we still make more money than asking people to use Origin?
It's like, but more, but money. It's delightful. It fills me with warm, fuzzy feels.
Yep.
We need to talk about the top of July, though.
The top of July to you, ladies and gentlemen. So top releases of July. Steam's been putting these out to like show developers, hey, we're actually promoting your games. Please don't go to the Epic Store. So we had a couple that we talked about, Hellpoint or Heckpoint, whatever it is, and Carrion made the list. Superhot's also on there. That's Linux native. There's that F1 2020 game. I'm pretty sure that's going to get the Feral Special unless that contract is up. So maybe later in the year. Also, this wasn't the case earlier this week, but 5D chess with multiverse time travel, aka no, I'm not going to do that joke. That's too edgy. But yeah, they recently got Linux support, so it wasn't playable in July. But if you want to play chess in alternate dimensions with Q, you can.
All right, carry on, my wayward son. I'm down with this, man. It's what the heck? A couple of things. I like seeing this. Also grounded, even though you didn't come to Linux, you had a really good release commercial. I gotta give you, that trailer was nice. If you want to play the most epic game of 2020, wait until Cyberpunk, then followed by, I thought that was the thing. When it comes to like F1, I think the only treatment that's going to be getting is the Proton treatment.
Well, yeah. We'll see. We don't know what kind of behind the scenes contracts Feral does sign with these publishers. So
yeah, we will definitely see. It'll be nice if it does, but hey, I do like those options. But Steam Wallet. Do you use Steam Wallet?
I do. The odd time Jill sends me like a gift certificate for like my birthday or whatever.
When I sell the cards, yes, I have some credit in my Steam wallet.
Yeah, but you know, gift cards, they've been used in like scams since, you know, gift cards became a thing. People realized, hey, these are just like money, but worse. How can we
scams like the second they made them, and they devalue? Yep.
They devalue and they expire. Well, in some places they expire. Yeah. Anyways, so to combat that, Valve will now track the region of origin of the gift cards, so you can't like go try and transfer money and make a profit, blah blah blah. They have a whole FTC article explaining how the scam works. It does a better job of communicating it than I do. But yeah, I guess it behooves Valve to not let people use their platform for fraud, or else they start getting that, you know, policy legislator attention that they really don't want. So, yeah.
I looked at this. I kind of looked into it a little bit. This is also going to affect people who don't have a regional currency on Steam because they were
Australia.
They have a regional currency now.
Yeah, they have dollar reduce. Yeah. They've had that for like a year now.
Yeah, Pedro.
we talked about it on the show.
Yeah, we covered
probably at this timestamp too. Go back and check. Send us some hate mail. It was at 9:37, not 9:53.
But also, if you don't have any type of regional pricing for your area, I was reading a very long, detailed thing on Reddit. You know, of course, you were filtering out the people that were like, but I would just buy it from the cheapest place I could. But they're like, hey, man, you know, like the games aren't priced regionally here. And it's like the full price is 60% of a monthly income for a game. So, yeah, I've been buying stuff, you know, with you know, bank access, and they would buy the digital thing. Like, okay, this is going to harm some people. Unintended consequences?
Probably. Like, I don't know. I don't think Valve is like so voraciously, carnivoristic. Like, they realize that, you know, in order for people to play video games, they need to afford a place to live so that they can play their video games from there. So I don't think they're consciously trying to
say about Valve. I was thinking about that the other day. They're not predatory. They definitely, I guess, being a private company, I'm like, we got money. I mean, you're going to give us money anyway.
Their thing is what Jordan was saying, is like they don't want people looking into their business, and if they allow this kind of stuff to go on, someone's going to start looking at it, or chances are someone already had a look at them and they went to them privately and said, change this or it'll go public. It's like,
or they probably hire like a bunch of actuaries on staff to like examine risk as well, and just like look at how policy is changing so that they can react to that. Because I don't know, Valve's been caught off guard a few times. I think they may have learned their lesson involving like, let's be a little proactive and not have to go to French court. Well, it's like night court, except with more cheese.
They did exactly that. Back to Aussie when they went to court for the refunds.
Yeah.
But proactively, like, you know what? That's just the thing now. We're not going to mess with this anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
So, all right, good. Have you ever heard of Proton? I know we never talk about it. Hadn't even mentioned it. Not even in this show. I can't believe we went this long.
It's like a subatomic particle, right?
Sure, Mr. Science Pants. There's
Mr. Science Shorts. Thank you very much.
There's a nice little write-up kind of explaining to new users what it is, what it does, and Pedro, what are your thoughts on it? Because Proton has happened, by the way.
Yes, it did happen. Protoning. And like over the first month of it actually being out, it doubled the amount of playable games on Linux, going from just the native ones to the ones that actively work really, really well with Proton. It's like double, boom. And then, yeah, it's just been growing from there. And the article also mentions stuff like ProtonDB that keeps track of all the games that Proton, not just the whitelisted ones, but all the ones that the community has been testing, and it aggregates all those tests and gives you a score based on the aggregate. And yeah, I still stand by what I said when the other article about Proton came out, and Flibbit's comments that Proton was probably not a good idea. It's like, yeah, it's not ideal, but it's the best we have, and it's doing a very good job of it.
I like Proton too. I'm just critical of it because you got to be critical of the things you love. You can't just blindly accept them. But like you were saying, like there, or in the article, like that's not everything, blah blah blah. You're not going to get the latest and greatest games. Then you bring up a really good point in the show notes about like,
how dare you?
the
What am I
expectation
doing?
here.
Why you gotta cut me like that, man? Why?
Because
what?
because I love to see you bleed all the time. Gets me rock hard. No, but like there a lot of these articles are like pushing forward an unhealthy expectation that like, yes, Proton is the be all end all of Linux gaming, blah blah blah, but it's always going to be on the back foot. You're not always going to have the supported games. There's always going to be a delay between when a game releases and when Proton is able to adequately support it, if at all, due to like whatever anti-cheat they have. And as Linux gamers, we've kind of accepted this as the reality over the years. But if I'm someone who's like, I'm getting tired of like forced Windows updates breaking my system, they're going to come over to Linux and they're not used to being on the back foot. They're used to getting the instant gratification. So yeah, I think it sets a bad expectation.
I think it kind of does, man. For me, the biggest problem I see with Proton is just the marketing. And that's us, me, you, everyone at home. Because it's often sold as, hey, man, just come on over to Linux, man. Everything just works now. The games work. That approach, a little bit harmful, man. And because, you know, for like most of our crowd, let's face it, man, gaming, piece of cake, you know, get your NVIDIA drivers or set up your AMD. You know, you're not going to be using ProDrive, you're going to be using Mesa. Get all that set up, boom, boom, no problem. Steam installed, you're done. Not an issue. Simple as hell. But that's because we already know how to Linux. So if you're going to be taking a Windows user, they're going to be at a severe disadvantage when they Linux themselves, man. And setting up a gaming environment on top of that, it's only going to complicate the matter.
You need some kind of bash script.
Spoilers.
Stick around for the news.
I just think that's a bad expecting, and I'm not picking on Windows users, just their intelligence. So, and their competency and ability, right? I'm kind of kidding. But going to a completely different operating system, you're not going to walk in. How many times have you seen it online? Like, Linux sucks, everything broke, couldn't get something to run. Is never underlined with, I had fuck all idea what I was doing and it's Linux's fault because I couldn't figure this out in an afternoon. I mean, do you know how well I click on next buttons?
Yeah.
I even opened the registry once.
Just to like cross the streams MCU this. I was looking over this week's show notes for Weekly Daily Wednesday, and there's a story in there kind of about this, and I thought like this is a weird like flip. Normally I'm not used to seeing people write about Linux like this. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like I said, it's a matter of like setting and adjusting expectations because Linux is a great operating system, but it's not, like you said, it's not Windows.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's a whole different beast. You can't walk in.
Completely different.
You have to check your ego. Now, it's at a disadvantage because you can't say, oh, you know how to run. You have Linux, you would run Linux. You couldn't possibly figure out Windows. Come on, that's cute. That's cute. But it just doesn't work the other way. I would be kind of lost. I've never played with Windows 10. Tangoing with a Mac, man. I don't know where stuff is. And I don't blame the Mac.
I do.
It's laid out a lot like GNOME.
I blame it all the time. All the
yes,
time.
You do. I will attest to this. Yes.
Not a day goes by where I don't scream fucking Macs because you know I'm thinking I don't know, I'm spoiled. Things just like work in Linux, right? Like
right, but it's because you know how to make it. That's the core of everything. You know what you're doing.
It's getting to that point where you plug something in and it just starts. Yeah.
All right.
So something we like
about
to do in the after shows, and if you can ride this nightmare train all the way to the end, we play Left 4 Dead. It used to be Rocket League, but fuck you, Epic.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So we crack open Left 4 Dead, and it's Team LGC +1 versus Shot Round Dynamic, and we get into it. Friendly, non-competitive competition. We don't keep score unless we win, so it's kind of brilliant.
I think generally it's more like Team LGC versus Scott. And
also, yes.
Just because Scott takes it that personally.
we get the rarest of Canadians. We get the main ones, we get the competitive ones, and I mean it's pretty weird. But there haven't been any updates. I mean, we played the maps. We're to the point now of learning the Cambagans, man. I'm like, I kind of know that we're less reliant on the Pedro Canary,
Yes.
the homing Pedro.
It's the Pedro carrot. You know, we followed the Pedro. It's almost like an anglerfish, complete with like our genitals gluing onto Pedro.
You know, it's a mini game for me when we're playing because I have to factor in, is Pedro really going that direction, or is there something shiny over there that he wants?
Or is this the right way, or is he looting?
Yes,
It's Left
there
4
you go,
Dead.
100%.
It's usually the right way.
There is a better than non-zero chance if you just ran into a fucking room because there's some ammo or some shit in there.
It is XCOM ass 85%. You're going the right way. XCOM is what gave me trust issues, man. 99% miss.
The reason we brought all this up is there's a new old campaign coming to Left 4 Dead 2. This is straight out of the horse's mouth, man. Coming soon, The Last Stand. It has been many years since the infection first hit. The Last Stand, an updated, is an updated. Wait, is that The Last is an updated for? That's not grammatically correct at all, is it?
No, it
Oh,
is
it's an
an
update. I'm reading it wrong.
Yeah. Yes.
Damn it.
Literacy.
Boo! Created by the community for the community. Additional details will be coming soon. Until then, check out the teaser. Let's get teased, lads.
Man, I was watching this thing and I'm like, that's a fuck box. That's a fuck box. Oh, you better believe that's a fuck box. That's a fuck box.
But
yeah.
Isn't this is just the lighthouse from the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are we excited? Yeah.
I mean, it's more stuff to play, right? Like, I'm not
The
like
teaser trailer says nothing. Like, literally nothing. It just looks like they took 2 different bits from 2 different maps, mashed them together, and set a penning camera around it. That's it.
I was kind of hoping for a little bit of help because I know both of you, the first time I'd ever played Left 4 Dead 2 or Left 4 Dead anything was Steam came to Linux, then Left 4 Dead 2 came for Linux. But I knew the first map, I figured both of you had, or at least one of you statistically had played this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a no. You haven't.
Yeah.
So
We have.
I never actually never played the first Left 4 Dead. I
Pedro
played
just
the maps.
Be quiet. Pedro just said you did condescendingly.
He went back in time and strapped me to a chair and forced me to play Left 4 Dead. It was horrible. Oh no, the memories are coming back now.
Put your pants back on.
Never.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a totally new experience for me. And we can be rest assured that Scott's already playing Left 4 Dead 1 as we speak right now.
Data mining all the information. Yeah.
Pretty much, man. So, new game. Wait, no, game updates. That's where we're at. So let's keep going with that. With Children's of Morticia.
Yes. Not the
Mordor.
Addams Family one. This is Children of Morta, which I realized that it was showing up on the Linux games list, and I was like, okay, yeah, I know they promised the Linux version on their Kickstarter, but they still haven't delivered that. So I click on it, and then I see it's like, oh, there's been an update recently. Click on the updates, and now there's a Linux version available. Well, I'll go and eat shit now. No, it's published by 11-Bit Studios, which they have a bunch of Linux games out already. And yeah, it's a roguelike type of situation where you're playing as a family of adventurers. It seems to follow like the usual tropes for this kind of thing, but we're going to be throwing chairs at it, so stick around for that. Because yeah, the publisher 11-Bit Studios were very, very kind, and they decided to send us some keys. But at first they only wanted to send us the one, because it's like, oh, we only give out 1 key per Steam curator. It's like, I gave you the curator page after, that was like the very last line of the email after an entire spiel about how we are the Linux gaming podcast.
You say that like it means something.
Yeah, it's like, I am the fastest man in Micronesia. Fantastic.
But yeah, no, I didn't even reply. I just let him sit on that one, and a couple of days later it's like, oh, sorry, I didn't read your email. And it's like, okay, here's 3 keys. Like, all right, cool, thanks.
I want to see the hate-filled vitriol of and smugness you wrote back. It was like, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I said just like, no, that's fine. That's all right. We do have the Steam Curator page, but that's just for people who are not comfortable sending keys over email.
Yeah. They also have a new update that came out this week. So when we threw chairs at it, we got all the brand new goodies.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Pretty cool.
We got some new games. Pedro, have you mastered the art of Rally?
No, this one is fucking hard.
Okay, imagine if watercolor went for a drive.
Yep, and it's got a top-down view. And would you like a behind a
Oh, it
car
has a
or
top-down
in cockpit view?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Would you dare imply that all these screenshots are lies?
Most of them, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I tried the demo. Maybe they'll have like the other camera modes, and there you go. That's actual gameplay. That's what you're looking at the whole time, not that. But yeah, it's a very, I want to say cell shaded, but at the same time, it's not cell shaded. It's just completely lacking textures. In all respects, but it is very much a rally game, and it seems to follow, like, if you've played Dirt Rally or Dirt Rally 2, the physics are very much the same, and it is not an easy game to master in any way. It's not out yet. They do say that the planned release date is sometime in 2020, but there's a demo out, and I played it, and it's like, okay, this is better than Drag, because wow, that demo was god awful, but this one is actually very much on point. But it's the helicopter view.
I looked at it, and it very much reminded me of the finished game that we were sent, the Blood Rally. Where
Oh yeah. When he was doing that drift, I was like, is he going to slide into those people in the crowd?
Extra points, artistic impression. But hey, man, this is not even an early access or anything like that. And yeah, hey, demo, go check it out. Give them some feedback. That's usually what you're looking for when you drop something like that. So good on them. But up next is Trippy.
It's so trippy. It's basically super vaporwave boy. Vaporwave boy.
Vaporwave.
Vaporwave. Vicks Vaporwave. You rub it on your chest, and then you look like art from the 90s. No, it's an action platformer. Save your planet from intergalactic tyrants. Do a bunch of acid. It'll look pretty. I don't know. It's out now. You can
so
get
this is 2D platforming, eh?
Yes, action platforming. Like I said, it kind of gives me a bit of a Super Meat Boy vibe, but like with more vaporwave and some shooting. And yeah, you can pick it up now. It's 25% off, $13 Canadian. Normally it's 17. I don't know. This one does not have a demo, so I did not play it. Apparently you're attacking people on the moon, so I'm curious if you have to fight Mooninites.
As one does.
Yes.
Dude, yeah, the last one, it's a quad laser. It's going to cock you all up, man.
Look at the size of the bullet.
Someone
You can't
didn't
dodge
change
it.
the defaults.
I don't know. Hey, it's out. If you want to play with it, I'm kind of platformed out, man. I am. The only platform I have in my future is eventually playing that sequel to glowy animal
or in the
yeah.
blunt. Will o' the Wisps.
Yeah, not Hollow Knight, that one.
Yes.
Oh, September 4th, when Blasphemous is coming out for Linux. Then I might get some platforms in.
Okay. All right. Hey, let's continue on with the driving, because we can't drive, right? This is part of the Indie Arena booth online. Whatever the hell that is, this thing is totes a part of it, man. You can race your car while, in all caps, your friend builds the track. And yes, that's messed up. I don't know. Is it?
Kind of reminds me of like a racing Ultimate Chicken Horse. That could be fun.
But Pedro, why are we talking about a game from 2016?
Because it's out on Linux now, and there's a demo available.
Oh, okay.
Which it's still in early access, to be fair.
Right. That made me sweet. I'm like, yay, we needed a new one. Thank you.
Hilarious and awesome.
Yeah, no, 2016, so coming in on 4 years almost next month, so yeah. But yeah, it has a demo available, and I very, very much like this trend of like early access games or games that are coming out having a demo that you could play.
No,
thank you.
that's why I put it in the
Appreciate
notes,
it.
because this is new for them. This is a demo. I'm like, okay, hey, that's the thing to try, and it's easier to use the demo than to misuse the refund system, right?
Agreed 100%. Now, what they need to do is they need to like continually update the demo as like the development progresses. Maybe
It's a
no?
one and
No.
done.
Yeah.
Like Linux
One and done. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was going through their list of promises because this is still in early access, and they're like, yeah, we promise there will be stable network multiplayer for the final release. That fills me with hope.
Yeah, we just hired a guy from Frozen Byte.
We just we copy pasted the Super Tux Cart net code. Spoilers.
So real quick before we get done with this segment, our Epic Watch is not over. Just for, I don't know, morbid curiosity, a little bit of Schadenfreude. We're covering just a little bit of the Epic and Apple billionaire slap fight. We need to get a graphic for that, yeah. The latest news, Microsoft backs Epic's request to keep using Apple developer tools. Epic also claimed Apple was threatening it with a host of other developers. What the fuck ever. I mean, basically, I wonder if this has anything to do with like xCloud being disallowed on the iStore by Apple. Possibly. Also, I'm like, are you Epic, you trying to slide up in them DMs with Microsoft and be like, yo, how about not, getting that 30% cut on Xbox? I don't know. No words on that. But
also, there's a new Forza coming out, and with the new Xbox coming out, I'm sure Microsoft wants to stay on Epic's good side to a certain point.
Well,
But
they were saying that like what Forza 7 is using UE4, and that's on iOS too. So
the latest development that is broken with this is the ruling from the judge is like, yo, this was like yesterday too, or day before. You know what? Yeah, they broke your TOS. So while we're doing this court case, you can nuke fork knives from the Apple iStore, whatever it's called. It's not the Play Store. I don't even know what it's called.
It's just the iOS store.
iOS store, which last night I went to eBay and sorted by sold for iPhone 10s and looked at $10,000 iPhone 10s with an installed version, a fork knife.
Excellent.
That was sold, not being bid on, purchased.
People are dumb.
Oh yeah,
but like it's a weird situation. I went through and I read Phil Spector's. His name's not Phil Spector.
Sure, it is now.
It is. I read the dude's statement. And like, yeah, he is not incorrect in the things he's making. The statements he's making in the released statement. Lots of people use Unreal Engine 4. Lots of people use it for the cross-platform technology. If you pull that rug out from other people, they're gonna have to cancel their games. They're gonna have to redo development. Blah blah blah. And it's a shitty situation for the developers. But it's like Epic 100% knew what the fuck they were doing. They knew that they were pouring gas on Tinder and lighting the match. They are 100% trying to break the rules and get away with it, and they're essentially trying to like take all their partners and use all that influence to like push to apply
their
weight.
Partners and their paying customers because they're trying to weaponize their players to make Apple look bad. So that's the scummy bit.
So the other thing too is like, what other company tries to use their position and influence to weigh in on policy? Microsoft, right? They want to support their MO. $51,000 or $5,100.
That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the sold over these.
Yeah. And it goes on because as a result of the preventative measures that Apple tried to take to get Apple to keep Fortnite on the store and keep Unreal Engine from, being orphaned on the store, Epic decided to push the boat out once again, and they pushed out 3 updates for Fortnite on iOS, and Apple nuked their developer account.
Yeah. It basically boils down to Epic going like,
It's dead now. Keep poking that bear.
You're fucking with the Kamehameha asshole of corporations. You're bringing this.
They're the platform holders. They're dicks.
Now, here's something. Basically, if you have Fortnite on your iDevice and that's your thing, you get to keep it. But on the upcoming series, it's going to be incompatible when they release the new season. I think they call them.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's going to be an issue. Developers, you're going to be cool for now. I suggest looking at Godot or something other with Unreal, because Apple's going to make an example of a motherfucker. I already got those feels. And Epic's going to be on the receiving end of that. And Apple's got the money. Apple's got fuck me money. You know, Apple can burn money just to prove a point.
And on the other side, we got Microsoft going like, hey, baby, you can come back here. You said all those bad things about our platform, but we won't cut you off.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be great.
We all know whose dick Epic is sucking anyway. So.
I've definitely tried to think, is it just my disdain for Epic? Well, not even Epic, because I'm sure great people work at Epic. It's just Tim Sweeney. Is it that is the reason? Because I'm not siding with anyone. I'm definitely in the stands eating the popcorn with the rest of everyone. I'm like, go at it, dance. But if I had to pick this, am I leaning? Is it because of the disdain for Epic? It's like, why do I not just have outright contempt for Apple? And I think for me, I know what it is. It's that it's completely their ball, man. They make the hardware and the software.
Yeah, it's their platform. They own everything about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's their house. I mean, you might not like it, but I get it. And I think that's within, that. Oh, also, yesterday, Facebook were really upset about the new version of iOS because they're not going to be able to steal your data as effectively. And that's not fair.
They can't snoop on your clipboard.
Like,
tough.
You can't do things like that unless you get the dictator thing down pat. And dictatorship has some positives.
If you're the dictator.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Coming up next, we talk about disgusting NVIDIA hacks and more people complaining that new iOS regulations and rules will stop people from selling their data. Yeah. But this isn't no dictatorship. This is a democracy. You can head on over to vote.linuxgamecast.com and let your voice be heard about show titles.
Oh, and you get hop in Discord tomorrow when I don't pick the one straight or like.
I'll give Vic's Vaporwave
That was
vote.
a solid 30 minutes of ranting about that one.
That was fucking adorable. And you know he had just gotten up too. It's like, I need something.
My hatred, it must be fed.
May the force be with you.
F.U. Steve. That's kind of good. I'll give that one a vote.
Mr. Science Shorts.
Vaporwave boy. That could be a... Put your pens by why? All right, why not? All right. Let's get that TikTok click-clack.
LGC premiering on TikTok next week.
No, man. We just signed a deal with what's that?
Oracle?
No, that
Microsoft
streaming service that launched like
Mixer.
No,
Mixer?
no. The one that the new Reno 911 was on.
Reno 911 reboot.
Quibi. All right. Not Weeby. Quibi. Close.
I don't know what the fuck a Quibi is.
Neither did a lot
Is
of
that
people.
the Facebook one?
No, this is its own thing, man. Like, they spent some money. Like, they did productions like, we're bringing back Reno 911.
It's got a litany of investors too. Disney, Fox, NBC, Sony. They're all buying into this.
The only reason I knew about it is because it had Weird Al playing Ted Nugent in Reno 911.
I don't know. Whenever I think Ted Nugent, it's just the Aqua Teen thing where it's just like the billboard and Jesus starts shooting you crossbows. It's like, oh, it's not a miracle. It's just Ted Nugent shooting people with a crossbow.
I must pee. I'll be back.
All right. So far, the guinea pig, the Motu, Mark of the Unicorn 828 MK2 has not had any hiccups yet. I try to put it through 2 shows before I do the interfacing Linux on them.
All right.
Yeah, seems good. I'm telling somebody to buy something. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, Foxdog just sees images. They don't have to be connected to anything. He just closes his eyes. Images.
Mm-hmm.
I was really excited about the Neuralink. Did anyone else watch that? That was interesting. That's legitimately.
What, they put it in a pig?
Yeah.
And did it do anything?
I don't know. Well, yes, it did. It was part of the demo. I'm just trying to figure out if you're going to be participating in the conversation or not. Or are you going to go back to
I mean, like, I haven't watched the thing, so I'm.
Yeah.
Like, what did it do?
So Neuralace, that's the thing. They're designing a sweet, sleek little robot that's going to cut a hole in your skull and drop a thing in there. After it implants thousands of little Neuralace things into the top layer your brain meets. And it's going to operate over something, it's Bluetooth LE effectively, I think. It's going to have read-write, it's going to have bandwidth. You're still going to have bandwidth. So yeah, they've chopped up some pigs and dropped a couple in their little brains. They had one that was currently wired up. Just like, this was like, hey, demo type thing. So anytime the pig had olfactory stimulation, it was like broadcasting and it would like spike up or anything like that. And I was like, this is early days. We're just getting this stuff hammered out. And they had one that had the Neuralink installed for some time and removed. And like, look, it didn't turn it into a zombie. Then, you know, stuff like that. But I'm like, all right, this is the Bootstrap Matrix thing. I got to watch that demo.
Yeah,
probably not in Jordan's lifetime, but
probably not in Ven's lifetime either. I don't think they're going to be finished by next Tuesday.
I think you'll live longer next Tuesday.
That's what you think. Stab, stab, stab. I showed you, didn't I?
Well, you got to think about things. The Matrix is far off, but I'm thinking about, it's chilly in here. Raise temperature a little bit with a thought.
Well, I'm thinking like the real potential of that is like crazy next gen prosthetics. But I also don't like the idea of my brain being exposed via Bluetooth because I know how Bluetooth works and it's terrible.
The big focus, I think they were talking about, I don't know if it was Elon or they said one of the litmus things of like, when do you think you'll have this thing, like, not nailed down, but like, because the first thing is going to be going for people with neuromotor issues. And he's like, as soon as we can have a quadriplegic that's competitive in StarCraft. I mean, bringing access and stuff like that, we're talking about like life-changing shit like that, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. The problem is when it comes to medical tech like that, I'm super sketched out by it being private because like the current state of medical hardware right now is a security shit show, and when you start exposing people's brains to that, yeah. The code needs to be open and auditable, and
what are you talking about? Everything still uses SMBv1. Oh, hi, WannaCryo. How you doing?
Well,
yeah.
Dude,
could you imagine
like that? You got to think that with the open sourceness of Tesla and releasing all the patents.
I mean, I don't know. I'm at this point suspicious of Musk over-claiming and under-delivering. Hyperloop was kind of a bleh. Starlink is causing problems for scientists trying to examine space. Astronomers are scientists.
And by astronomers, I mean people with telescopes in their backyards.
Oh, astrologers?
Astrologers.
I don't know. I'm not 100% on the Musk Kool-Aid. I think he has some good ideas. I think that I'm not sure he's the one to drive them to completion. I think it'll be valuable for the initial work, but
oh no, there's not any type of blind fellowship.
I know
but
it's
you know what?
astrologists.
I look at it like this. Somebody's, at least he's trying. And
sure.
I look at it like that, and I also see enough of the establishment, I guess you would say, the old industry pissed off at him and trying to fuck Tesla over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're doing, I'm not saying you're doing good, but you're doing something right if you have those people angry.
It's really a complex situation too, because to that point, I kind of agree with you. People are skeptical of like experts because for 30 years now, we've had experts betraying our trust with like global warming and sugar and any sort of like health and well-being science is a complete garbage show. People are skeptical with reason because, you know, a lot of times you'll just get a scientist paid to like sell a point or I don't know.
The research funding came from, well, okay.
Yeah, like, so I don't know. I have complex and ever evolving opinions on it.
It's like he may not be the right person to do it, but right now he has the means to do it, and he's going against a lot of the established conventions, and he's making a push for that stuff to happen. So it's like he may not be the best, kind of like Proton, but he's the best we got.
There's definitely part of me that is just 100% morbid curiosity of like, because this is the first time in my lifetime that I'm seeing this is what happens when a nerd gets like legit money and power, and it's not Bill Gates. Bill Gates was just a dick, period. Now now it's sunset, so he's working on the legacy shit right now. He's like, hey, yeah, let's cure some things.
Making sure that the 5G transmits the coronavirus to everyone.
Yeah.
So that he can microchip them.
You got to shoot them out of the quad lasers. That's how it works.
Exactly. Engage the quad laser. The bullet is huge. You have no chance of dodging.
Yes, we need more people defying conventions, and we need more people with money who are willing to put themselves out there and go for something instead of just sitting back and collecting bonus paychecks like the AAA games industry.
It just boils down to like, you know, it doesn't matter who it is, but there's something to be said of somebody doing something you can tell that they believe in it. Whether or not it actually comes out to anything.
Yeah.
Bezos, I don't know. I think Bezos is like, I don't really have an opinion on him other than like it wouldn't kill him to pay his like
employees,
Amazon warehouse workers. Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with Musk, right? Like it wouldn't kill him to like let them work, you know, reasonable hours and, you know, pay them competitive salaries, but
I don't think anything of Musk's industries has a problem getting new people to knock down the fucking door trying to get a job there.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean what they're currently doing is good.
I'm not like, well, there's the other thing.
Yes,
if they're in demand, then they can make those decisions, and if it's a shitty situation, but
yeah, and I can be against it, and I can advocate for the changing of that situation.
I don't even know that is a situation. I don't have any evidence.
No evidence.
Nope, I don't.
All right, I'm not. Well, we've expired our taco clock, so I don't want to monopolize that conversation. because then it's just Googling and it's a Google fight.
Google fight.
No,
Google fight.
you gotta look on page 3 towards the bottom, right here.
Right. You got to put these quotes here and this plus sign and exclude all these other phrases, and then it shows up on the first page.
Are loot boxes still a thing? I thought that company went under.
I think that one did, but there are.
Oh,
phones
there's
that
like
are-
more.
Yeah.
It seemed like a good
There's
enough
a few
idea.
that
if you
are
like
actually very
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. There are definitely a few that'd be like, huh, that would be interesting. Like ones that give you like coffee samplers or like the snack ones or whatever.
Consumables I could understand. Like I'm radically against the idea of somebody delivering something once a month that I have to give away to people.
Right, like the figurines and the t-shirts and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just stuff. You need to put it somewhere.
Right.
The only one of those services I wanted was that, like, creating physical editions for indie games. But that
Mike, you have the right idea. You got the right words. They're just in the wrong order.
Edible loot boxes.
There we go.
Envelope.
Wood's edible if you're brave enough. Come on. Fiber.
It's just telling.
Spit that out.
It's just processed cellulose.
Cellulose, baby. If you have enough mustard, I'm just saying. And that's how we got the COVID. Did you ever chew on paper? I know some people that would like.
I did, yeah.
You did?
I got a nasty oral fixation. That's why I smoked so many
Pencils.
cigarettes.
Pencils.
Oh, chewed the fuck out
I
of
chewed. Yeah.
chewed the fuck out of pencils, chewed the fuck out of pens. I had a pair of old rabbit ears from like a TV that I would chew on. Yeah.
Like antennae.
Yes.
You're not going anywhere.
Okay. I want some rabbit ears for your Vapotron. But I want them to be fuzzy.
Extra flammable.
Yeah.
If they make them that small, yeah.
All right.
It never leaves the house, so I don't care.
Let's grab a refill and we'll get into it.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman, man. He did like 6 movies while dying of like rectal colon cancer. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. At this point, it's like seeing those news and Total Biscuit a couple of years ago, and my granddad a few years ago also passing away of colon cancer. It's like, I need to go get myself checked.
Yeah. have you gone for a colonoscopy yet?
I have one booked 3 months from now because thanks, COVID.
Enjoy the fasting process. Because it's not just fasting, it's fasting and laxatives.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got another 4 years before I gotta start doing prostate checks.
Hi, I'm 34.
Motherfuckers are thinking that 2021's is gonna be any better. Fuck no. We're oh no. 2021 is not going to be great. We're gonna hit December 31st, 2020, and then the clocks are gonna flip over. It's gonna be December 32nd, 2020. It's like the second health bar on the boss, right? Like you get him down, and you're just like,
Oh God, it never ends.
there's another one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, given like my family history is like my grandfather on my mother's side died of cancer. My grandfather on my dad's side died of cancer. It's like, all right, fine, fuck it. I'll go get checked.
Lots of humans die from cancer. That's as life expectancy generally goes up, we start seeing higher incidences of like, the human system failing.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, we're just going to create another clump of cells that isn't actually doing anything, but it's attacking the other cells. Like, thanks, body. You dick.
What are we talking about?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Cancer. All right.
That's cute, Test Man. You think that you're not gonna be one of the people who has their heads cut off like 5 minutes into the Mad Max thing.
You gotta look at it this way.
I'm highballing.
No, you're gonna be the first to go.
I'm highballing. I'm gonna give myself a day, maybe 2.
Maybe. Yeah, being in like a densely populated areas is like, just go ahead and jump out a window, man. That's gonna go wrong quick.
Mm-hmm. And even then, you're gonna like scratch yourself and get gangrene and die because there's like no antibiotics anymore, and
all of the things got rated long time ago.
Gotta be honest with you. I mean, people come here for the positivity and uplifting spirits we have.
Yeah,
always on the positive side.
Well,
let's get into it in 3, 2.
And now that we're going onto the news, this is when we usually take our break to shill for ourselves, which we are absolutely terrible at it. I know for a fact that I
had to look back and make sure Jordan was eating paper. He has me worried.
yes, he was.
Damn it.
There he is again.
Professionalism, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to pass it off to him to do the shilling and thank the people for giving us money, but
I'm gonna do it while eating paper. Fuck you! I can do 2 things. Check out linuxgamecast.com.
You're not my therapist.
You're not my printer. Shut up. If you want to cat lgc.com to your printer, please send us a script on how you do that, because I don't remember how to do that. But you can head on over to linuxgamecast.com, put your mouse over the support button.
Oh, I like that picture.
We got affiliate links, we got PayPal, we got Bitcoin addresses, we got Litecoin addresses, blah 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 blah. If you want to support us, best way to do that is to head on over to patreon.com/linuxgamecast, though, because you get stuff for it. You get goods. Well, you get services in exchange for your monetary thing. We get the pre super shows. If you're at any level, you can come in at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, listen to us bitch and moan about Star Trek, I guess.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
That was the theme of this week. Among
Indeed.
other things.
A little bit more a week, and you get access to the show notes. You can make suggestions, you can correct us, you can sort of watch the thing congeal and get ultimate spoilers for your Linux Gamecast experience if you're one of those people. We got a store.linuxgamecast.com. We have t-shirts, we got stickers, we got t-shirts and stickers.
Sticker.
Yes. We also have coffee cups.
It's but censorship, man. You know, I wanted to cover up Linus and his big potty mouth.
Wait, so does that say Fahal Elks you?
Yes.
All right.
LGC cares.
Literacy, man. Reading comprehension.
I genuinely want to thank each and every one of you who are helping make this show possible, man. It's kind of fun. We get to basically just be ourselves and not have to worry about where our next piece of paper is going to come from, since you're able to
the butt
make it rain. I don't know where to go, man. I'm lost.
We got an Amazon store if you want to see what we use to like put the show together. You can check that out. We don't get any monetary support. We got affiliate links that also do not help support us in any way, shape, or form. They don't.
We cannot say that they support us because Amazon would get very cross with us.
Indeed. I mean, we could pull an Epic and say it and see if we can like use our weight to like get their terms of services changed.
Be like, Tim, not you, Tim, the other Tim. Epic's being Amazon's being the answer. See if we just started war.
Yeah, right.
War.
Yeah, at the gay bar, man. All right. Yeah, if you buy stuff off the wish list, your name gets put on the shiny wall behind. Then it's good stuff. Your name gets in the credits.
Straight up embarrass you and like videos completely unrelated. People will be showing up to my videos to learn things about audio and video production. You'll be back there blinking.
Yep. Indeed.
That's your own fault. I have no control over that. And you get to send a note, and we'll be dumb and we'll read it out. And try to keep that NC-17 and under. Okay.
Indeed.
Doesn't NC-17 sound more naughty than R?
It sounds like the Enterprise or like a spaceship.
I don't know.
NC-1701 dash fuck you. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. It seems like a terrible idea, unlike what this guy's doing with Mesa. Or not unlike what this guy's doing with Mesa.
GLX delay? What are we talking about? Accelerated GLX for X Wayland with, you know it, you love it, Linus's favorite vendor for GPU hotness, NVIDIA, man. Okay. It's a bit hacky, but hey, man, if it works. You know what? I'm not going to say it's not stupid, because having to have an actual need for some nonsense like this is fucking stupid. It just is. Thanks, NVIDIA. EGL for life, baby. Jordan, it does sound unpleasant.
It does sound unpleasant, but essentially what's happening is you're doing a lot of copying from like system RAM to GPU RAM, blah blah blah. So yeah, it's being you might ask, this is for proprietary NVIDIA drivers, right? Why are we implementing this through Mesa? Apparently, over the course of developing it, the guy got tired of copying and pasting code out of Mesa and figured to just extend Mesa to do the thing. But yeah, But what effectively this lets you do is it lets you run X-Wayland apps through NVIDIA, which means you can do away theoretically with the X server entirely and just run everything under a Wayland environment. But there's a couple caveats here. Accumulation buffers and stereoscopic rendering do not work with this solution. The guy is saying that once it's implemented, it should be about as performant as bare metal. So even though it seems like a terrible idea, I really get the sense that this guy is positioning this as a solution, not the solution, which usually means that it will become the solution. See Proton.
Oh yeah, I have no illusions that anyone will try and do anything else. They will just take what he did, maybe extend it a little bit, maybe get the accumulation buffers working. Although stereoscopic, I don't think anyone will care. But yeah, if it works and it gets NVIDIA working with X Wayland without having to use their EGL streams, because like I said on Wednesday, they will die on that hill. They do not give a damn.
This is true. It's NVIDIA's like a little baby Apple.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to NVIDIA's credit, EGL streams was the first way of doing it. They're like, yeah, we're on board with this Wayland stuff. Why not? And then Mirror happened, and then driver fragmentation happened. And then they're just like, yeah, we're just going to do our thing. And everyone else moved on to the new hotness. But NVIDIA's like, no, but we did the thing.
Well,
already.
At least KDE showed up, and they're like, we'll bend the knee.
Yeah.
And it's
as long as NVIDIA is supporting those patches.
But ultimately, do you think this means anything other than Wayland's just 10 years away?
I mean, it's a necessary step, right? Like, we're never going to get rid of all of these X apps that, like, from a gaming perspective, all of these fucking old Unity games that we were like, oh my god, we have games on Linux now. Those ain't gonna work with Wayland, and they're not gonna get recompiled to have Wayland support. No, sir. So this is kind of that crucial bit.
What type of amalgam Proton VM loading wrapper?
This is where it's going.
Proton should do it because it does use SDL.
As long as it's available in the snap format, I'll be happy.
If you can download it on the iOS App Store, you're good.
Yeah. Good news, everyone. RPCS3, the most horribly named emulator for PlayStation 3, has a bit of a deep dive.
They do. They've been doing this for a while now. And it's interesting to read from a technical standpoint. If you're just a laser, it doesn't really matter. But they're talking about
if you're a laser, or you mean a sentient reading laser? Is it like reading Rainbow with more laser? Is that what happened to Geordi's vision?
It is. It shot out and then it went to warp speed. But this is about hardware performance and where bottlenecks can occur and how to mitigate them and so on and so forth. And it's interesting if you are on a performance restricted system, or if you have a stupid big computer and you want to get the most out of your PS3 games. So a couple, the Cliff's notes are, make sure you're using by 16 PCIe lane with the latest PCIe revision. Anything more than 8 core 16 threads will not get you any sort of substantial performance boost. I still want that 3900X. I just know it's not going to make Sonic and the Black Knight run better. They also go into Spectre Meltdown, which I thought was like really interesting.
Dude, I mean,
as
look
well.
at this. I mean, the PCIe 2.0 looks a lot more still than the 3.0.
Mm-hmm.
There's FERPS counters on the screen.
Shut up! I'm having a good time.
The Spectre Meltdown mitigations, they do recommend keeping them on because, you know, Spectre is terrible. But worst case scenario, it's about a 10 frame hit, which is not the worst.
Yeah.
Then again, I mean, if your CPU is only running fast enough to just
just hit 60, yeah. But yeah, their whole thing is like, okay, so RPCS 3 really does like higher clock speeds, and despite the fact that the Ryzen 3000 series does have better IPC clock for clock than the Intel CPUs do, Intel hits higher clock speeds, so that kind of performance delta will make a difference if you're emulating. Not just emulating, just gaming in general and everything that's like turbo single-threaded. That still makes a difference.
But what if I get 5 gigahertz, man? Because I saw a complete system on eBay and like with the AMD 5 gigahertz.
Yeah, but the IPC on the FX series was boop.
Oh, now you're just moving the field goals, man.
It gets outperformed by an R3. So, the whole thing about the higher single thread performance is interesting because RPCS3 does a lot of stuff in the background to like create the illusion of like real time processing with like a lot of batching and whatnot. But there are a couple operations that you can't really get away with doing on that. It needs to be done in real time, and that's where having the higher per single threaded performance really does help. So. Yeah, it's a very interesting read. If you're into this kind of stuff, I highly suggest you give it a look because you might learn something.
And those guys and girls have a patron. Go kick them some shekels.
Yeah, they're doing some whacked up shit with Vulkan too. So yeah,
good on them. Something that also has Vulkan available, but very few people use it.
Yeah, so what, Storm United or whatever. That was the one. Unity, the corporation, they're big U, as it were. Big U. They're preparing an IPO. They filed to go public. And they have a little caveat here where they're saying, Apple and Google may change one of the risks, because like, you know, when you're going public, you need to explain to people like, this is how we're going to make money, but also this is how we might lose you money. They're saying Apple and Google are effectively the exclusive platform holders of our largest like platform base. Android and iOS make up the majority of the computers that people are using and playing games on in the world now. Apple or Google may change their terms of services. That changes how they can collect user telemetry, data, et cetera, et cetera. These are all ways that games can be potentially monetized. So we are at their whim, effectively. If they change how things work, then we don't really have a choice. This is very likely inspired by the latest Epic nonsense going on. Go see the previous segment. And yeah, I get the whole like the Slashdot comments get into this because, you know, the link's Slashdot in our show notes. In our show notes. But yeah, I get the whole like you have to explain how you make people money thing when you're going public. But I agree with some of the commenters. Like, it's kind of sketchy that Unity is so willing to say like, hey, user telemetry and data, like we can sell this. We can use this to make you money.
It's just a part of their business strategy. It's a significant part.
Yes, and it seems a little suspect that they're willing to sell it to users like that. So remember, kids, use open source tools.
want to say one of the things I completely forget. This is something you can opt out of, which is good for Unity, which I'm only reminded by the saving grace every now and then a developer will put that in their game and they'll say, hey, by the way, here's some mad stats that we're going to collect and send back to Big U. To which, Big U. Wait a minute. All right, dip, and you go find the folder and you're like, you know what? I've uninstalled a lot of you that are still sitting there. Where's the... And Unity makes it, to their credit, very easy to boom, lock me out of that. But yeah, I am with you, Jordan. What are your thoughts, Pedro? Do you think this is worrying that they're worrying that this could damage the business and also the IPO if just Apple cuts off them data bits?
You know, the current CEO of Unity, John Riccitello, used to be the CEO of Electronic Arts. I think this is just par for the course, to be honest. Okay, to be fair, Unity has been very good to Linux. That whole export button business has been very, very nice. And as a Linux user and someone who plays a lot of video games on Linux, I would like Unity to keep improving in that respect. And if they can get more money from their initial public offering, then yeah, go ahead. But yeah, no, this is just a scummy company being scummy because it is a big company.
Say what you mean, man. Quit holding on.
Tell us how you really feel.
It's just another company that is... Unity has gotten very, very popular over the past few years. So yeah, they're going to start adopting the same tactics that...
See, I just imagine Jordan's doing that and hope somebody will flip a paper football at him so he can munch on it.
I mean, I can be doing it for two reasons.
Okay, fair enough. This next story is a little bit sad because I wondered, the Linux development team for Lab Zero posted in our Discord that they were piecing out. And I'm like, okay. I honestly... none of my business. I thought it was like some personal stuff. But later in not Discord, but later on the Twitters, I saw this story roll around that multiple employees have resigned over Skullgirls studio head's behavior. An internal investigation allegedly revealed a pattern of unwanted sexual comments and other inappropriate behavior by, I don't even know the dude's name. Mike Zemont. So apparently this guy allegedly is a complete total jackhole, and this has just been going on forever. And when the employees get together and shared notes, they're like, he's just doing this to everyone, man. And that sucks because Lab Zero was an awesome team that not only made Skullgirls, which was really the first competitive fighter we ever had on Linux, they also made Indivisible, and they delivered it and day one on Linux. So yeah, got a little bit of sads about that.
Yeah. No, that's not a good working environment. And according to the article, apparently that scumbag got himself up to the top. And it's like, oh, at that point, yeah, it's probably a good time to leave.
We should say alleged scumbag because that alleged scumbag looks like he's the type that would allegedly sue the hell out of somebody for alleged slander. Right.
Wait, are we going to do like the Scientology episode of South Park and just change all our Patreons to John Doe, Jane Doe, John Doe, Jane Doe?
But yeah, as if it is as systemic as the people who are leaving claim it is, and really I have no reason to doubt them at this point, it will probably get worse because once someone is at the top, where are they going to go? But yeah, it's a shame. Skullgirls, Indivisible, very good games. They work very well on Linux, but I'd rather lose those than enable that kind of environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's right, and like I'm glad the Lab Zero employees are stepping forward. I'm glad the Ubisoft employees are stepping forward and like bringing light to a lot of this abusive behavior that's happening in the game industry because it's frankly sickening, at least to me. And yeah, if you're gonna be an abusive dickhead, don't expect your employees to stick around. Yeah. I wish the best to all of the Lab Zero folks. You guys, like Vince said, are a very talented team. You put out good stuff, and I wish you all the best in the future. Hopefully, you keep putting out awesome things, and hopefully, they support Linux.
So yes, now we get to talk about the best operating system Known to
Haiku?
humankind.
Bios? Plan 9 from outer space?
There you go. It took you a minute. Plan 9, baby. No. Talking about Debian, of course. You know, whatever flavor of Linux you happen to be running that week is clearly the best until you distro hop again. I don't distro hop. Well,
Suzy.
I want to throw this out
there's
there.
a lot of people in chat realm that would vouch for the Suzy.
And they're wrong.
This is it's all about Debian, and it's about setting up Debian for gaming.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's-
I thought they were going to throw me a curveball there, Patron. It sets up Solus.
No. The title is
sets-
very descriptive.
It sets up Debian to install Arch. That's what it does.
Ooh, someone should make that, but no. This actually needs to be made more distro agnostic, because right now it's just focused on the Debians. You just run on Debians, and it asks you, are you running stable, are you running unstable, or are you running testing? That's it. And then it checks, do you have an NVIDIA card, do you have an AMD card? It will update the Mesa, it will install Steam, it will offer to install Lutris and Wine as well if you'd like, and it sets up the drivers along with the 32-bit libraries necessary for those. But yeah, it also uses Zenity to create just a very simple GUI to basically relay the bash script in a GUI format. That is very useful, again, for those people that can't Linux, make this distro agnostic, make it figure out, okay, so this person is running Debian, we're going to give them these options, and they're going to go and it's going to run the apt-get, or they're using Manjaro and they're going to use Pacman, or they're running
Let's
Fedora.
just keep this on Debian. It's ours. Deal with it. Dash GUI, because this is the best distribution ever, because it's what I happen to be running right now. And no, this is good work. I mean, if you want to setting up a gaming environment in Debian's PC, again, if you know how to Linux, that's all I can say about that. And that's saying that without zero ego. I have full faith that both of these things could get Debian and everything. I mean, there's no challenge to it, is there? No.
I mean, again, for us who already know how to Linux, sure, no.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, for our audience, this isn't a thing. But I like something like this out there, and I like a good... So, Jordan, how many... Let's not use days, hours until this is in Lutris somehow, in shape, form, or fashion.
-3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, it was already there.
Yeah, Strider has access to the show notes, so he can plagiarize way before we can insinuate that he's going to plagiarize something. That's why you got to say that he's going to plagiarize it in the show notes, so we're like, damn it!
Foiled again.
Le sacre bleu, foiled again.
Now I
Tabernacle.
want to see some French dubbed Scooby-Doo, but I'm too scared, man. I'm not going looking.
Le Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? All right.
Speaking of French, Super Text Card, new version, 1.2. It's out. The team is very happy, which is great, because I would be slightly worried if they started out a blog post with going, fuck this shit. 1.2's got a couple things. Online play, still compatible with previous versions, so you don't have to worry about it.
Nice.
No worries there. First thing I noticed, I was very happy about, is they have this new thing. It's called SDL2. It's new business, and you can do things like cut your controller on after you start the game. Man, will wonders ever cease. I was very happy about that. Hot plugs. After they're done with this, I know we might get a little ahead of ourselves, they're going to start working on Vulkan too, which, I'm looking forward to that. Now, we played a little bit of it last night, where it was basically Scott wrecking everyone, but that was to be expected, because everyone else was like, hey, I hit a thing. I hit you. And you would hit her, Scott. He was like, die, fuckers. That's how that rolled, man. Everyone had a good time. It was fun. We even opened it up and let some other people come in, so we were full. But we did find one bug. Everyone could connect to my box, but apparently if you're located in Canada and your name's Scott, you cannot connect to any other servers.
Oh, that's
under
a shame.
Windows or Linux.
That is a big old shame. There's a couple other things with the 1.2 release as well. If you're running a IPv6 LAN, you too can cart. They got that network multiplayer working. They're really going in with that. So good on them. There's also there's a persistent online leaderboard as well. And like Ben said, Super Vulcan cart. I don't know. I don't have like particularly high hopes because at the end of the day, it's just going to be like, it's going to look exactly like Super Tux Kart, except I know it's going to be running Vulkan on the back end. And
Come on, we were talking about that when we were streaming last night. I think Alan brought it up, reading like the requirements. It was like, make sure that your CPU is at least 400 megahertz.
That sounds about right. I mean, I could run it on an Atom single core 1.6 gigahertz.
You could run it on Android.
You can run it on a Raspberry,
like good too.
Yeah.
Good work, team. Good work, team. Happy to see that. We didn't have any showstoppers at all. So
unless your name is Scott.
Unless your name's Scott and you live in Canada.
I saw the screenshots, yeah.
It was fun. It's always a fun game to play, and there were people playing it as soon as we started. So yeah, good on that. One last thing I wanted to throw in, probably irresponsible of me. I don't like giving you people tools for mayhem and madness all the time, but this is OBS Virtual Background because the author was sick and tired of Zoom meetings with people fucking around with that virtual background shit. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to make a loop back. We talked about this on Weekly Daily Wednesdays a couple of months back, which he did. And he's like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make this a plugin for OBS too, which he did. And yeah, you can hang around for this. If you've ever wanted to do the, what is it? You know, just like the bullshit background of what would you put behind yours, Jordan?
Mount Doom.
Paper. That's what he was saying.
You had to remind him, didn't you?
Yeah, it's delicious. No, I
love a out too. I got like one more of these in there.
This is what would you call it? A virtual green screen. There he goes.
Yeah.
He's got the crazy dystopian nightmare. Let's see if it
space.
Is it space?
It's just space. Yeah.
Don't be spacist. Some space doesn't have to be a dystopian nightmare. Not all the time.
At least it's not Kevin Spacey as a background. That'd be too creepy.
So one thing I want to point out on this is you're gonna have to give old Uncle Jensen some cash because this does require CUDA to pull this off, and it doesn't work. I didn't see anything. CUDA, yeah, there's nothing for OpenCL, so yeah, you need FFmpeg.
Not at this time, no.
And yeah, NPM, so I'm probably not going to mess around with it, but
enjoy NPM install world.
Have fun, go play with it on your next stream. Have a background thing, or you could just use that to green screen yourself out ish. It never works all that well, but hey, this it's there. Go play with it.
Indeed. All right, coming up next, we promised it in the Steam segment. It's happening now.
Yeah.
The Chairquisition of Children of Morta.
Oh, man, I thought we were going to have children throw chairs at us again.
I mean, that's after.
Okay.
During the week as well.
I'm pressing buttons. They might be doing things. There we go. All right. I had my friend Sean over here earlier this week, and he's a musician, local musician, and he saw that it didn't have any labels on the interface. The control surface. It's like, fucking figures, man. The fuck's wrong with you? It's not that. It's only 112 buttons. It's easy to keep track of. You need to label that. You don't need to look at your keyboard to type, do you?
Sometimes, if I don't know, if I have something like in my face, then yes. But
well,
like,
now that you brought it up, if I was going to start typing, I would have to look.
To keep track of what the control surface with it. it's got bunches of things that it can do, but we don't. It's easy with a keyboard. To that though, to continue that, I have to look for my home keys initially. I have to look and go doo doo. Then I'm good.
Yeah. Really, it's just getting that initial
My
hand
G&H.
placement. Yeah. I go for A and L, but yeah.
This, like your home keys are going to be F and J, but mine have historically been G and H because I've been typing on split keyboards for 20 years.
I don't really use my pinkies for typing. I just use these 3 fingers. So I usually just like this guy goes to A, this one goes to L. And...
I forced myself to type a little bit with my pinkies because I was like, you
these
guys don't get
fingers.
used a bunch.
Well, what do they call it? Pinkies for modifier keys, like tab or control or backspace or stuff like that.
I also use 6 fingers, but it's 5 in one hand and 1 in the other.
He's a 6-fingered samurai.
But do you do the thing from NCIS where you have 2 people typing on the same keyboard to maximize hacking?
Max hacks.
I haven't tried that yet, but I think I can convince Nori to do that.
What always blows my mind is that goth chick is like 50.
What's her name? Yeah, she was.
Yeah, Polly Perrette. Yeah.
Yeah. She seems like a cool cat.
Yeah. But she is way older than she looks. It's crazy. It's like Keanu Reeves. He looks like he's in his 50s, but he's actually 3,000 years old and a vampire.
Exactly.
I still love that. Like, that woman is too old for Keanu Reeves. He's like 5 years older than her.
Right.
He just looks real good. That's...
Yeah, no, my home key is caps lock, just because that's the longest key on the left side of the keyboard, and that's usually the one I run my ring finger across to figure out where I am. It's like, oh, there we go.
Ring a ding ding.
I thought your home key was caps lock so that you can unleash the awesome.
That's just how Pedro communicates.
Morse code via caps
Really?
lock.
Dude, okay, this is a legitimate problem with this little fucking keyboard, is because there's no LED lights.
Mm-hmm.
So you have fuck all idea when caps is engaged until you look over at the thing you were typing over here that you weren't paying attention to. You were jotting down notes.
Like,
It's like,
and you're yelling.
Right.
Yeah.
That needs to be a feature to highlight decap.
Well, in Emacs it
The
is. Sublime has it
does
too.
Yeah, XFC has an option for the panel where if you hit caps lock, it gives you a thing on the panel to say caps lock is on.
Like, I'm going to put blinky bullshit on my desktop. Get out of here.
Yeah, I
It's
have
just
had
a
it too
panel
forever.
thing.
My panels are set to auto hide.
That will unhide it when you do it.
That would annoy the fuck out of me, so no.
You'd realize that you had caps lock on then.
I realize I have caps lock on when I just want an option in Google Docs to like highlight and like calm down. Simmer down.
Yeah.
I have like a script, bash script to just rename all the files and subfolders in a directory to lowercase. It's very helpful for mods in video games.
But only when they don't leave folders in your home directory.
I don't use those.
We're going to be talking
Those
about
games
the
usually get uninstalled pretty quickly.
EXT, the ability to enable. Did you know you have to format the partition to enable that with EXT4?
You can't use like fsutil to enable it.
Oh, you have to format a fucking partition, or you can't use the multi-case case insensitivity. Yeah.
I mean, to a certain degree, it makes sense because
Or,
you are changing the
I think
file
there's something
system.
you can do to like make a directory.
Yeah. So it would, I think definitely it would be one of those things where like net new would be fine, but like all the existing directories would probably be fucked because it's like a marker on the allocation table. So
Right.
like unless you knew what it was ahead of time, you wouldn't know what it is currently.
Yeah, Pennywise, everything's just John Wick these days, except for the new Bill and Ted, which I haven't made up my mind if I want to see that.
The Matrix 4, aka John Wick, plays World of Warcraft.
That's going to be the new John Wick. If you've watched the end of the latest John Wick, you're like, "Oh, we're getting a buddy movie. Neat."
I still haven't done that. I need to sit down and watch. Parabellum is the
You know what you're getting. I mean, it's John Wick, right?
Yeah, I was not a big fan of number 2, but maybe number 3 will.
Parlay.
Parlez-vous français?
John
I think
Wick's
it's on Amazon
awesome.
Prime, isn't it?
It's a brilliant drinking game. You know, you pick your favorite character in John Wick, and whenever the character shows up, you take a shot. I always play as the motel.
Oh, there's different. Do you have to take shots of different drinks because they go to different different ones on the last movie?
Pedro, I'm talking about bullets, you monster. What are you talking about? We don't support drinking on this show.
Right. You're based in the U.S. Okay.
Shot every time someone dies. Yeah.
Take a shot every time someone takes a shot in John Wick.
Or oh no, you wouldn't want to do a shot or a stab. Okay.
Yeah, like it's shot you could maybe live through. Stab gets a little dicey.
One must shit.
For those of you just tuning in for the first time, or have been watching tonight for the first time, spoilers, we're cult.
I mean, you should know this by now. We all gather in the exact same place every Saturday.
Why don't we have tax exempt status then, Ben? Why can't we be like David Miscavige?
Because Tom Cruise won't run Linux.
Can we get John Travolta to run Linux?
Mr. Cruise, install the penguin.
I'm not coming out of the closet. I don't want to go. So I pull out my gun. Oh.
All right, so scooch. All right. What the hell? Cult of what?
Oh, the volleyball anime thing. Yeah, that's stupidly popular for some reason.
There's a volleyball anime.
Dude,
there's
the
a-
Haikyuu, that's the one.
There's a bread making anime, Ben.
Okay, I saw that there's a soccer anime video game, so I thought we had hit peak. When I ran across that last week.
I mean, Prince of Tennis is a thing, right? Like,
If you say, man, you could just anything like probably.
yeah, they've run out of anime ideas a long time ago. That's why they keep remaking Dragon Ball Z. They just keep like replacing Goku with some other name.
What are you talking about? Naruto is a 100% original show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jerquisition. Yep, ASCII penis. All right.
Reverse penis.
I think. Yeah. All right. I've still not labeled like the second screen on this damn thing. So I'm like, Let's get those recording. That's recording. Kicking it off in 3, 2.
Welcome back to your favorite slice of life anime, the Chairquisition, where we go to school and
It follows the chair.
yeah, and the chair has huge titties and is like 16 years old. Yeah. This week we're taking a look at Children of Morta, developed by Dead Mage on the Unity engine. I mean, anime is a mistake. Let's be real. You can pick it up for about $21. What is it? Children of Morta is a story-driven action RPG about an extraordinary family of heroes lead the Bergsons with all their flaws and virtues against the forthcoming corruption. I'm gonna thank 8-bit studios, or 11-bit studios rather, for sending us keys. Pedro gave the whole story behind that. 8-bit, 11-bit, 16-bit. I don't know. There's some integer of bits. That's how many bits. Let's get started. Then how to play on Debian.
Man, over here on Debian 10 point whatever it is this week, I think it's still 0.5 on the Ryzen Thread Sipper 1920X, 32 gigajoule of RAM, NVMe with a little baby non-cape edition 2060. Runs pretty good. That may be no surprise. I mean, it launched out of the box with the X-Clone controller, PS4 controller, correct button prompts. Thank you, developers. Thank you so much. I do enjoy that, mainly because I'm trying to get some use out of my Hooker Red PS4 controller because that thing was still like $50, man, and I never use it. Performance-wise, with 2060 at UHD, 2160p. It holds 60, no problems. Not really any issues with slowdown. I'm happy about that. But I wrote this like right at the beginning of the game when it comes down to my experience with it, because I was providing some background VO work. And I was like, welcome to the wacky adventure of Mr. Pixel Pants and his vampire stone. Because, like, hey, my stone's right out of power. I'm going to stick it to Carl, the llama, and suck his last remaining life force out, and it works again.
You must finish your work, Carl.
Needless to say, I approved, so I continue playing. Yeah, that's what took it at the beginning of the game. By the way, play that intro all the way through, because all the things that light up and look like save icons aren't. So keep guess how I learned that the second time I was playing through all that. Well, kids, here's what we have. We have another hipster pixel dungeon crawler with, you guessed it, procedurally generated levels. Yay. Did I mention it's an action roguelike? I don't know how I'm going to make nonplus noises, but pretend I just did. Like all games of this ilk, it's live, die, repeat, but you do have this moon crystal, so instead of dying, you're teleported back to the hub. From there, you guessed it, you upgrade your implements of stab, and you're back out it. But I left out an important step, because every time that you return to the little hub, another crumb of story unfolds, and you know what? It's not boring. It's kind of interesting. Like, hey, what's going on here? And they're telling you a little bit of a story. Which, okay, I'm down with that, man. Where do I want to go with that? So, adventuring, what are your options? Tank, that's what you would call the main character, right, Jordan? Like a tank?
Yeah. Sword and board and arrows. Those are the options.
Tanked and ranged. And okay, I don't have anything wrong with that. I found ranged more to my liking. I think Jordan might agree with me to that. But it was kind of boring after a while. It was basically just run away, pew pew, run away, pew pew. The tank just got me killed to death a lot because I'm very ineffective at playing that. Good art.
You gotta block. That's the
right. Shield wall. But back to it. Good art, plenty of replayability, and an actual story that, okay, I didn't mind so much, because it's clearly designed to where you don't always live through every adventure, at least not up to a point. So it was keeping me entertained between getting killed to deaths. And it's only $20. I mean, hell, I could probably have an all right time doing some runs with me mates every now and then with this. And, well, as long as they have Steam and one of us has a PC with a grunt and the bandwidth needed for remote play, because you guessed it, Dead Mage only put local co-op in this in 2019, and it's kind of hindsight with the whole COVID thing going on, man, because I can't necessarily invite a group of friends over for a party because hey, reasons. Listen, I don't hate it, I don't, and it's obviously well done. If you're watching the video, take my word on it. I'm not a huge fan of the pixel art, but I like this. I'm down with it. It's priced wicked good, and for the level of work that went into it, I think it might even be underpriced, but you got to tack on some online multiplayer into those pixels. Then I could definitely play this, because I didn't have a bad time playing this with Jordan, and I wasn't playing it with it. I was just Mystery Science Theater 3000 watching it, and like, okay, I'd like to join in. And Steam Remote Play is just it's doable, but you two are going to talk more about that. I'm going to say, I'm not going to give it one like I normally do with anything that's hipster pixel, rogue, anything, Ike, but I will give it to him.
All right. On Fedora 32 64-bit with the 6700K and the GTX 1080 Ti, it launches out of the box. It does not play nice with Steam input, so with the DualShock 4, so I had to disable it. And then you get your lovely little cross, square, triangle, whatever DualShock prompts. There's no character blindness here. Everything is very good and distinct, which is good. You don't get killed to death because you lose track of your guy, except if you're doing multiplayer and you're staring at the wrong health bar, because Anyways, the pixel art is also very good. It's a little juxtaposed by matte paintings. I kind of wish they went all in with the pixel art, but whatever. You got to do you. And the soundtrack, very generic fantasy. Don't have any negative opinions on it. Don't have any positive ones either. It's just there. Fun wise, I mean, I have a soft spot for dynastic storytelling. I like it makes things interesting when you're able to cover like the story of a group of people over time. It makes individual characters less important. The events seem a lot larger in scope, and you know, there's the question of legacy. There's the question of like how longer time frames impact stories. And this game looks like it has it going for him. The narrator just needs to shut the fuck up, though. There's a lot of telling, and there's a little bit of confusion when it comes to show and don't tell, because you think, oh, you can't show via dialogue. You can absolutely show via dialogue. Here it's just the narrator telling me about things that are happening and narrating stuff. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. The gameplay itself, it's all right. It's a pretty standard twin stick shooter dungeon crawler. I was honestly expecting so I tried the range dude first for my first run, and then I went to melee. I've honestly thought the range dude would have a lot better of an edge, but it's decently well balanced between the two of them. Because you're doing a lot more running away and poking chip damage.
Here's something I didn't figure out with the range. You went to the range second, right? Like I did. I didn't know the second hat stick, the analog stick, was to shoot, so I was trying to manually aim and hit X to fire.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Like I genuinely preferred the keyboard and mouse controls to the twin stick. The twin stick just felt off. But that's just me. Maybe it's just because I started playing it with the keyboard and mouse, and then I just got used to it. I don't know. I got to the point where you unlock the little child rogue guy with the twin daggers. I do not grok him because, like, with the melee dude, you got the shield, you can block. The block can do chip damage. It protects you. With the range dude, you can dive a lot. Basically, you get a third roll with the rogue character, and you get killed a lot.
It's chip damage. You just have to avoid taking damage yourself.
I was talking about that on Thursday. Sure, it makes the fights intense, but it also makes it boring because there's a lot of waiting involved. The progression system is interesting too. I like how upgrading it encourages you to not just play one dude. You can play other people, and if you every tier of like abilities trees you unlock upgrades everyone, so everyone is still kind of kept to scale, and the abilities are what gets upgraded via the levels. It's not like the actual health damage output, which I thought was a good way to scale the difficulty. Also, the difficulty does keep up as you get stronger and stronger, which is good. My problem here is the fights, right? Because it's a lot of just like running around, finding a funnel to like hot gates them to death, or if you're playing the range dude, just kite forever. Some of the boss fights throw a wrench into that because you need to be you're dealing with multiple attack vectors at once, and the game does not usually excel at that. I got through that first boss fight with like the wombo combo of like regeneration and a decoy dummy that like allowed me to have a minute to regen some health. With that, you're kind of at the whims of the RNG. Like, if you took a bunch of damage and you don't have the right item layout, it will be very, very difficult. They got the combo meter, as you can see underneath. It gives you some extra money. It gives you some extra damage. That's nice. Multiplayer. That's definitely a thing. Like Ven said, there is no integrated online multiplayer. You got to use Steam Remote Play, which in 2019, or it's not 2019, it's 2020. I wish it was 2019. Take me back. I want to go back. But yeah, it irks me when games like these are couch only, and hot damn, I was playing a little bit with Pedro with the remote play. That input lag, it's there, and it is weird. I don't know. It needs some like proper network multiplayer. Then I could maybe give it 3 chairs, but instead I'll give it 2. It's well done. It's just not. It doesn't tickle my pickle.
Over here on KDE Neon with the Ryzen 7 3700X and the GTX 1080, it launched. It held 144 2560 by 1440. It tickled my ear holes with the raspy narrator tones. The pixels were particularly pixely. There's no getting away from that. And Grandma has a permanent O face going on. She's always very, very surprised, like, oh. But yeah, the DualShock worked out of the box, and it had proper prompts, as has been mentioned, and you can also rebind everything if you so choose, like all of the action keys, all of the movement, everything, you can rebind it, which is nice. You don't see that very, very often, but when it comes to the fun, I had a sneaking suspicion that I would like Children of Morta when I saw, I think it was Jim Sterling play the game when it first came out. It's like, oh, that seems like something I would like. So I did some digging on the game. I saw their Kickstarter. It's like, oh, there will be a Linux version. So I went to Steam. It's like, there's no Linux version. Oh, it's one of these, is it? All right. But as apparently whatever issue with the Unity engine was causing Linux versions to not be possible has now been fixed. Thank you. We're starting to get a lot more of those again, which is really, really nice. So yeah, the roguelike elements here are what I personally like. They're a lot more like Rogue Legacy because you don't lose your gold when you die. In Rogue Legacy, you only lose the gold when you go talk to Death, and he takes whatever gold you didn't spend on purchasing the upgrades. Unlike Undermine, which was stupid and it was grindy. But here, you get to keep your gold and you get to keep all the stuff you find, which is very nice. It actively reduces the grinding significantly, and the story also introduces the upgrade mechanics, like Uncle Ben opening the forge, or you unlocking the Book of Rhea, or finding the diary of Grandpa. All of that happens organically, and like Jordan already mentioned, leveling up the characters also provides bonuses to everyone in the family. So you can pick whichever one you like, and you don't feel terrible if, for any reason, you want to try another one. It's like, oh, they already have some of the buffs, which is very nice. And the way those characters unlock is very, very structured. And again, it's very much based on the story. And I like that. It's a roguelike game with a damn story. And not a terrible one at that. Okay. To be fair, it hits the whole cursed family trope thing. It basically hits all the notes in that, but yeah, dude, it's a nice story. Now, the narrator is not as good as, the Bastion narrator, but it does a good job of it. So, as far as I'm concerned, 4 chairs.
All right, there you go. Pedro likes it. I don't know. The one thing you brought up with like rogues with story, one of the things that appealed to me about like the rogue genre
has a story.
Every rogue has its thorns. No, it's like the emergent narrative, right? That's what appeals to me in this genre of game. Like the difference between narrative and story. Story is what happens after you're done playing and you get out of like the tough boss fight and blah blah blah. This is just very narrative heavy, and I don't know. I felt it was a little.
I agree with Pedro as somebody say, this dungeon crawling for me is a chore. I'm like, hey, look, content though.
Yeah, all right.
Things are happening.
Yeah,
there's a story.
Someone put a lot of work into crafting the story and crafting how the story develops. It's like, oh, it's a roguelike, so you're going to die a lot and you're going to go back to base a lot. Let's progress the story at that point. It's
mean, even so much as coming up with a mechanic of like, oh, you just don't respawn. And like, hey, look, you don't actually die. We wisp you away through the floor.
We'll pull you back. Like I said, it's a personal preference thing. It's almost like we have differing opinions, which is the point of the Chairquisition.
No.
Coming up next, we get feedback from our last Chairquisition, as well as multiple eyes. So many eyes everywhere.
Potato.
Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Fry them. I love fries.
French fried potatoes.
Ranch fried.
Ranch fried?
Yeah, don't ask. I can't tell. It's a secret.
Don't they do that at like In-N-Out? They fry them in ranch.
Yeah, just use ranch sauce as the grease.
See,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
A, this is why we could ever be around each other. B, this is why we could not have an excessive budget for the show, because
See, this is why we shouldn't open up a restaurant, because we will kill some people.
tomorrow morning would be like, fuck, we have to find it. Do they have industrial ranch? All right, you get the deep fryer. I'll go find the ranch.
it probably solidifies the moment you're done with the heat, but all right.
Have to try it. Myth busted. Then we can film you trying to return the deep fryer. With a straight face, like just caked permanently. Perma ranch.
Perma ranch. It's like permadeath.
Hmm? Yeah. Oh.
Okay, Foxy, I'm gonna need you to try the first word again. Swagawies.
Swagaws. Man, I want some swagaws. That sounds like something a fucking Homestar Runner would say. Good cheer. My parents were a piece of bread. Oh.
Quit bragging.
Okay. I need to pee. I'll be back.
So I made a video if anyone's interested in the RN noise plugin that's going to be coming to OBS 26 RC. Well, I'm running. The RC's not even out. They just happened to tag it as that when I downloaded it last night. Yeah. So I encourage everyone to go to the video and leave a comment about your favorite type of soup, because
I like cheddar broccoli.
Well, leave a comment.
Or like a loaded baked potato soup with some like bacon and chives and
There's
Now
nothing
I
I
want
like
soup.
doing better than just confusing people. And that'll probably do it. There's like 16 comments. There's broccoli, French onion. Is ramen soup? Yeah. Ooh.
yeah.
damn.
Well, ramen's the noodle. Tonkatsu's the soup.
Well, actually.
I mean, you can have like non-tonkatsu ramen. It's pretty good.
What do we have in our top 3? Vicks Vaporwave. Should have been Vaporware. Vaporwave. Fuckbacks. Night Court, but with more cheese. Hell Alex. Punk Floyd. That was before they
Yeah, that was before
Yeah.
the show.
I think you did say that.
Yeah.
Bunch of all right.
I mean, yeah, I'll give
Yeah.
that a vote.
That's legit. I mean,
Listen, I commit to the joke. All right.
I like it when
Sucking
they're
Carl.
clustered. It's like we have variations. Like, how would you like that done?
I'm gonna go Big U, the one I suggested. I think that was
Phil Spector.
Bill Spector. Oh, nice. What kind of stock are you making, Arlene Code? I have never like tried to make my own stock. I usually just buy like they have that stuff better than bouillon. It's pretty good.
Oh, like bouillon cubes type things?
No. It's like a jar of like condensed chicken grease that is like seasoned.
Oh, keep going. That sounds delish, girlfriend.
It is like it does taste better than the bouillon cubes.
I think I have some bouillon cubes. Do those expire?
They're mostly salt. I don't believe so.
Yeah, this is like garlic and whatever.
Does bouillon expire? Question mark. 2 years.
So what's going on with Turbo Mom?
It's back with vengeance.
With an attitude. I'm coming for you. It just like randomly pops up and I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. Aw.
Yeah.
Matthew, did you resurrect it? Like some botched resurrection. You missed it.
What do you call it? You actually do want to like boil your own chicken bones, because like the stock or the bouillon you buy at stores usually doesn't have the collagen that you get from like the joints. I do want to make some tonkatsu though. The pork bone soup. Oh, so good.
I'm not going to be happy until I get some neural laced bacon.
You want remote controlled bacon?
Yeah.
I can make you some remote controlled bacon.
Put a propeller on it.
Yeah. No, it's like a remote controlled bacon trebuchet. It just launches bacon at you.
And bake you shay.
Back of pulps.
Hi, Pedro. We've went places.
Yeah.
I can see Scott's comment about needing to play Moist. Is that a very wet spin-off of Myst?
I don't know. That's Scott. I mean, perfectly, really
dude.
honest with you. That's Scott.
No. It's Moist. It's like Myst, but it's starring Potato Domo.
That looks like a band that would be called Moist from that.
Yeah. It drives me the fuck out.
Solid 1990 to... Okay, maybe 96 if they had a really low budget.
Damn it,
dude,
Matthew, you've given Strider a stroke. Are you happy?
Dude, I fucking made that mistake. I straight up did. I went to a restaurant, they're like, tonkatsu. I'm like, I want some soup. And they serve like katsu, like the fried chicken pounded out, the schnitzel. Japanese schnitzel. Moist.
Schnitzelies.
Moist.
So a ham sandwich.
Dude, I'm so hungry right now, I could go for a ham sandwich. My steak is defrosting in the tub that Michael Foxdog bought me.
It's the tub.
Yeah, it's like a plastic tub.
Container, maybe?
Yeah, it's a Tupperware.
Tupperware. It's like regular Tupperware, but it's got like clawfoot legs on the bottom. They're porcelain.
I think it's actually a Rubbermaid one, yeah. It is this thing.
That just looks like a URL.
Damn it, Turbo Mom!
Now we need Gerbil Mom. Oh, a measuring cup.
No, it's yes, it's a big measuring cup.
Okay.
It's a Tupperware measuring cup.
It's about like yay big.
So how would you describe it, officer? It's a large container with some shit written on the side. Okay.
With measurements.
Yeah.
Quartz?
Yeah, it has quarts and liter on the other side.
Oh. I don't know the fuck. I genuinely don't. I'd be fuck. It's like, what?
Yeah. I know how many quarts it is because I filled it to like however many liters and I've just read what it said on the other side.
I do know quartz because that's what oil comes in here. Quartz.
I don't know.
Yeah. I could ballpark quartz.
It's a 12 quart. No, it's plastic. It's not Pyrex.
Hmm.
No, just milliliters, not even pints.
One. That's what you tell.
No, it's more than one. It's 500 mil.
Like, I only had 3 pints.
I'm not filling up the 12 quarts. What do I have in that?
Depends on the displacement, right?
Right, with the steak in there, it's about 5 liters of water.
We're learning the old language. What's that in Quartz to the whatever the fuck.
The court side is facing away from me. One moment, please.
Okay. Damn it, he took his headphone. I thought I was going to get another point. I thought it was going to be able to lean out and hit it. Damn. We're still tied, by the way.
Just a few Linux users talking about which distro is the best. Nah, that's just Reddit.
Don't spoil it. We gotta guess.
All right. I learned something. Let's get the over under though. Let's
Okay. How big is the moo?
The moo?
Yeah.
I don't remember what the weight is. It came in a pack of 3. I would say it displaces less than a liter of water though.
How big's the moo? Use your hands. Talk to me.
Yeah, big.
About that?
About this thick.
About that thick. Okay, so it's a chunky boy. How much H213 did you put in it initially? That's what I need to know.
Like 5 liters, I think.
So I'm going to say it is 9 quarts.
You would be.
Pedro's got to go. Hold
That's
that
right.
thought.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Right. Pedro.
Let's see, 9 liters.
Oh, so you're just gonna fucking do fucking math. So Pedro was disqualified.
Okay, fine, whatever.
So yeah, Atomic is right. A liter is approximately 1 quart. So it's 5 and bit quarts. I was shocked at that. I did not think a liter and a quart were about the same.
Oh.
Today I learned.
They're close enough. Close enough that everyone just rounds to basically the same thing.
Okay. So yeah, a liter is 1 liter is 1.05 quarts. So pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, that's all great and good. I mean, those types of ballpark measurements, unless you're doing the drugs or something, right?
I mean, I fill my 12 quart container full of the Mariginas and
like the acceleration of gravity is 9.5 meters per second squared, but
9.81, motherfucker.
Then what's 9.5?
I can
Maybe
deal
that's
with
newtons?
it. Doesn't matter if it's freedom units or common sense units. I only get fucked up when they start doing like fractional stuff here, man. It's like 3/18, 4th, 3rds.
Oh yeah, fuck
like,
that.
Get fucked.
Yeah, you gotta find like the common denominator. I'm like, God, no, give me a decimal. Decimals.
These little pins that I bought the Hammerman with a little loop on them. They were measured like that, man. I just ballparked it. I was like, so I think the 10's that big. Yes. Yeah, and it was like 1/16, 14, 3rd, and 1/2 third. Like, that's why I got the multi-pack too. Sudo apt install tilde. Good luck.
Sudo apt get install quart. Did you mean 1.05 liters? No, I want a quart.
All the quarts.
Night quart.
You know, I guess it was always reflex reaction, but it probably wasn't until like last year or the year that I realized that you could do an app search without sudo. I just
You can do DNF search without sudo as well.
Always out of habit. I've always hammered the sudo in their SU.
I'm trying very, very hard to get people in my department to not just like elevate to root and do their stuff, because you don't need to do that. And like someone fucked up a cron directory with that, because like, oh yeah, I created a temp file with the duplicate cron entry, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, this is
it is directly proportional to how angry I am at something.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna refill. Root is not needed most of the time. Oh man, come on.
Policy, if you are one of those people who avoids the terminal with a passion, Policy Kit does a very good job in most distros. That it asks you for that root password when you do need it. No, just do sudo su. You don't even need to enable the root user. You just run root via sudo. Linux nerd. It's probably a good thing that System 76 operating system is based on Ubuntu then. There it is. Tupperware without the cover. When you don't know your root password or the root account is disabled. That's it. If your user has admin privileges but you don't know the root password, sudo su. Sudo I, yes. If you do just su minus, then you will be asked for the root password.
Actually, Arthurian is correct. You should use sudo I, sudo su, and those are like vulnerable to the shell shock stuff. You should use like a proper escalation. You should use a proper escalation method. Yeah.
It isn't apparently.
Sudo su is redundant. You might as well just run sudo bash at that point. But I mean, it was, but there's no guarantee that any system you're on is fixed, and there are other vulnerabilities like that, right? Like the point is use a proper privilege escalation method. Don't just change your user and hope for the best. Because like what, shell shock existed for a decade before someone uncovered it, right? We don't know what else is like in that area of exploits. Old prod servers, embedded systems do not usually keep up-to-date utilities, like DDWRT and whatnot, and those are huge attack vectors because those are usually unpatched.
Hey, did you see that our favorite program HTOP got a new release?
Nice.
They
does it have more colors?
A new team. Actually, it does. They've taken it over from the original Vim. They forked it. And he's like, "That's awesome. I'm glad they did Vim bindings."
Yeah.
I hope they kept the original ones, because I know to hit F3 to search.
I'm curious to play with it. I was going to build it. And, because, man, talk about, like, program that I use too much. Sometimes you just open it up, let it sit there, and like, all right, and keep an eye on it.
Well, I mean, especially when you got like the thread boop, you're just like, I just want to see all my cores.
You get over that after about a week.
I think it took me more than a week when I got the Ryzen 5. It's like, oh, 12 threads.
Yeah, it was about 3. It was about 3 days with the gigabit connection of just running speed tests, going like,
right. I know when I log into Jackbox, I'm like, oh, there's only 16 threads. Oh, poor little buddy. All right, that's good. I got to bring this up a little bit. There we go. Scroll there. 5's locked, and we're at 2 over, so It's actually a long show, man.
It is.
Yep.
We also had some pretty long decompression segments in between, like the recorded segments. So.
Oh no, baby. I got a clock now.
Yeah.
I know exactly what our runtime is. It's long right now. Now we got an 8-minute segment.
I mean, these two are short, so
Don't worry, we'll do a LGC abridged.
Vegeta.
It's a Pokemon. Who's gonna be? I call dibs on Ghost Nappa.
Self-destruct.
Fine, I get Piccolo.
Why don't you do? All right.
This is supposed to be a place of fun.
In 3, 2.
And I suppose we are about to use self-destruct.
No,
because,
we're a place of fun. Our bodies are funland.
I'm gonna use Splash.
A dilapidated funland.
Splash attack.
All right, Magikarp, you do that. We, on the other hand, are a Linux Gamecast, and the website is linuxgamecast.com. If you hit the contact button, there's a very, very simple form that you need to fill out to send some hate mail over in our direction. Just make sure LGC Weekly is the show that you pick, unless you want to ask Jordan for relationship advice, or you're a game developer and you'd like to send us some keys. If that's the case, make sure you include 3 of them, because if you don't, well, we're just going to make fun of you, and you don't want that.
No, we won't.
We've had many instances of people who weren't terribly appreciative of us making fun of them. So,
well, more than likely, we'll just ignore you.
Yeah, probably.
just to be real with you. So short and sweet, because we got to bounce up out of here. We talked about a game last week because we reviewed it. There's probably a connection there. I haven't quite finished putting the yarn together, but the developer of that game, Jordan, take this. He's your people.
El Hazor, Azora High, the prince who was promised, Eldritch Shadow Chaser, Yerkun the hero.
First of his name. This is about flying machines, man. It's short and sweet, man. It's like, hey, thanks for the review and the detailed feedback, which I don't go accusing us of detailed feedback. Those were our thoughts, hints, and allegations. I did notice there was an update to Flying Machine earlier this week, though.
There was. Price drop. $11.99 now.
So that's right there to like a curiosity fuck. Like, all right.
Yeah, the Steven
fair,
sausage roll strategy didn't pay off, I guess.
Yeah. To be fair, he did say it's like, okay, I didn't mean to lower the price after the early access was done, but Valve asks you to wait a month before you can do that. So
I'm going to be honest about that, because think about what you just read then later said. It's going to lower the price after early access.
Yeah. I mean, pay the iron price if you want to get it early.
So what, stab the developer if you want to get access to an early access game?
Yeah.
All right.
Stab.
All right, Lisa Tully. I didn't forget.
That's what the iron price is, when you stab people with iron.
But yeah. So Don is commenting on the googly eyes. And, well, the googly eyes, well, he says, I'm not sure Pedro has enough googly eyes. I mean, Cage has more than the microphone does.
You need to put googly eyes on your glasses over your eyes.
No. If Pedro would have thought about this for 1 second, this entire show, he would have had like 15 on the back of his hair and turned around just then.
Oh, no. We need to get him like booty shorts with googly eyes on the butt cheeks.
What is this? Googly instead of juicy?
No, we gotta make him squirk and the eyes go
eye to the microphone in between each segment, but I don't know where the googly eyes are.
I'm sure you took them away from you.
You could be like Tien Shinhan and have a googly eye in your forehead. Then you could do the tri-beam.
He's already got that going, man.
But yeah, I think Nori stole my googly eyes because I cannot find them, so yeah, it's them.
It's there.
Well, at least one of us has de-Googled their life.
Who?
know what? Fuck both of you. That was a good one. On that bombshell, we got to bounce up out of here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Boom. If you want to get a hold of me, I'm at Vinstone on Twitter. I will read if you tweet at me somewhere. Guaranteed. And just at Vin at mast.linuxthemecast.com. We have a federated mast of Dons over there hiding. It's terrifying.
I'm the Google master. I'm so bought into the Google ecosystem.
It's too late
like,
for
one
us.
One of us is de-Googled our life. I'm like, I have Gmail open right over there. Who the fuck are you talking about?
Reading Google Docs.
Right. I'm Jordan. You can find me at the Burning Fool on Twitter. Go complain at me and tell me I should switch over to Facebook Office. I don't know.
Facebook Office. Yes. Oh my God. You hoarder.
Put yourself in the box. Put some googly eyes on the nameless one's eyes and then shake it around a bunch.
No, dude. This is what Nori shakes and throws to the ground when she says she's leaving him in a few years, and he's got his entire house filled with that shit. It all started
no,
here.
I only do that for the games that I actually really do like, and that was solely for Fallout 2. But hey, if you'd like to talk Fallout 2 with me, Twitter, just at unaccounted4 with FOUR. So yeah, just hit me up on there and we'll talk some Fallout 2 because I like Fallout 2. I like Fallout 2 a lot.
Beautiful people. Thanks for letting us do this, man. It's awesome. We're gonna roll some credits and thank you again. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I find them, there they are.
It's the weekly Daily Wednesday credit. Oh no! Damn it!
Fuck
It
you
was
again.
that one time. Gotta thank all our lovely executive producers, the people who are making this possible, giving us money week after week so that we can pay for hosting and bandwidth. These people include folks such as Arthurian, Empty, The Atomic Ass, Mike G, Bob Ramt, Aldius, MacGeek, Scoots, Frosty the Clawman, Drummer 7, Mr. Fox Dog, the Only Ticky, and the rest of our producers like
rest of them.
David S.
The best.
Jolly,
The
Topical,
rest is the
Gaius
best.
Baltar, Massivoni, Colsta, Dirty Dean,
Ashley G,
Jack,
Topical, Yabbo,
Shervig von
Mr.
Havenstaven, Kylenix,
Mike W,
Jordan.
other Jordan,
Savoni, Winter Cell,
Gonzo, 2000,
Ranger, Ryan,
Paul,
Vascat,
Brock,
I almost called him
Brown.
Turd Gills, but not
Dodger,
I didn't
but
do
not that
that.
Dodger.
2000, Craig,
Craig.
Veritanuda, Christoph.
If you need to
Abstraction,
remote
Oxford
manage
Coma.
your PowerShell, install Richard Dixon for Linux.
Yes. On a pyramid.
PowerShellOnLinux.com and library.tv at Nixon's Pyramid.
Pyramid Linux runs on all your Richard Dixons.
You're catching on to my scheme. We told you we were a cult. No.
Illuminati, Zoltan,
Zoltan or Zoltar?
Zoltan.
Zoltar. Which one? How do we do the Power Rangers again, man? I want Bryan Cranston to show back up.
I think you gotta pay a speaker's
Transmogrify.
fee.
What?
You gotta pay a speaker's fee then. Bryan Cranston ain't cheap.
I just want to get a good random hands. Yeah, hello to the chairs. All right, that's gonna confuse the fuck out of somebody. And put the show title in fucking Klingon.
Yeah, here we go. Zoltan.
Zoltan. Yeah, I never watched Disney movies, so
Dude, Where's My Car was actually pretty okay.
I haven't seen that.
It is like a stupid 90s stoner comedy, but like I can appreciate the work put into it. Some of those jokes are pretty funny.
PSO font? I don't know. A PSO font? That sounds a little dangerous. I have not seen Hot Tub Time Machine either.
That one's also not too bad.
Really?
Yeah. They did something with the ending that I thought, yeah, kudos on actually following through with it, but yeah.
Huh. I wonder if it's a really good movie, though. Damn it.
Didn't quite work.
I tried, man. I
That could have been rhetorical, so
should have went with you have shit taste in movies.
I don't think that would have gotten him back in the chair.
I think that would have gotten the attention enough to where I could have dropped something else too.
Maybe.
Admittedly, that would be advanced strats, but I'm playing for keeps. A movie about Linux? There's that Linux documentary from the 90s, man. What was it?
The one that everyone's seen at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
If you get the name of it. I know the name of it.
Not Pirates of Silicon Valley. That's the
No, not that documentary.
Or that interview with the girl that bought a Ubuntu laptop, Ubuntu Dell laptop, and she couldn't do her university work.
Well, I mean, like to her credit, it's like the McDonald's hot coffee thing. Like, if I had bought something and I couldn't use it, I would be upset too.
It's like, did the store not have a return policy?
Shut up, I can't get on TV if I do that.
Ubuntu. That would be Pirates of Silicon Valley, Scott.
Silicone?
Well, there's silicon and there's silicone, right? They're different.
Silicone?
Can you just send y'all a download link? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. We get that for
Yeah.
Humble and stuff like that.
Yeah. If you just want to like send us a tarball or whatever, yeah, we'll check it out.
Alright, so I can pull off, boop, that button. Oh! You know what I realized?
What?
This is in my senior moment of playing. Do you ever just play YouTube roulette on mobile?
Not really, no.
What do you recommended?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then yes.
Yeah. And I don't watch things twice. I have like strangely a decent memory, and like I remember watching that 6 years ago, and like I want to watch that again. And even stuff that you've only watched like 3/4 of, it'll start. And so, but I didn't want to remove it because I don't want to fuck with my search algorithm recommendations because they're finally halfway decent. And one just kept showing up to the point of I was just going to spite remove it. And it was some lecture, and I hit that. I'm like, tell me more. And one of the options was, I've already watched this. It's like, motherfucker. Okay, we're cleaning house now. I gave that algorithm a firm talking to.
I think they do that because of everyone who goes to YouTube to listen to music.
That, well, I mean, it's designed to keep you watching, to keep sending them ads.
Yeah.
And hey, if you watched it once, you know, you'll watch it again. Also, kids. You remember being a child, you watch the same fucking thing 20 times a day.
This is true. I don't know. Sometimes I watch stuff more than once. But like, I don't know. Usually I space it out. Sometimes it's like, I don't know. This was like an interesting video essay or blah, blah, blah. Or I want to refresh myself on what was going on. But, yeah.
It's usually the Prold with the the Dark Souls parody videos. They're in Italian, but they do have subtitles in English until YouTube curtails the subtitles because YouTube's gonna YouTube.
I've been going to
You's
sleep
gonna
this week to The Martian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 9 hours.
It's not that long a book.
It's 9 hours to read the damn thing, apparently.
That's probably about the time I read it.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm like, okay, I read the book. Now I'm gonna go watch the movie.
I watched the movie first because I always try to figure out why people leave Matt Damon.
In space, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've stopped.
Possibly.
Is
Like,
he too
well-
old now?
Well, no, because you see, since he's traveling at the speed of light, he ages at a slower rate.
That is so infinitely. I quit counting at like 20,000 thumbs up on the movie trailer. that I dropped.
Stop leaving Matt
And I was
Damon
like,
in
why
space.
I don't even remember. This is years. This is G plus that account, and
Yeah.
I had to find a way to mute the fucking notifications on G plus because it was like days later. I didn't think it was that funny, man.
The one that I got that got some traction was the
It's past your
trailer
bedtime,
for-
Arthur, and I was wondering if you were having sleeping issues.
Have a good one, Arthur. But yeah, the trailer for Doctor Who, when Peter Capaldi started as the 13th Doctor, the trailer was like mostly Clara, and I left a comment like, "Oh great, more Clara," because everyone was clamoring for more Clara. It's like 13,000 likes later. It's like, all right, okay, that time to mute that.
I've never gotten anything like that. The best one I had was a reply to Swift on Security, where they were posting about like Clippy fan art, and I'm like, I see you're trying to achieve an orgasm. Would you like some help with that? You didn't miss much. Latest Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, I still need to watch that.
The latest one.
Yeah, the first season with Jodie, right? Like, or
Oh,
I guess
okay.
the second one actually.
Yeah, the second
series. Yeah.
Jodie.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind her as a Doctor so much. It's just the writing is so bad.
That's all you can say. It's been a shit series 1 and series 2. The writing is atrocious. Bad's giving it too much credit. I can deal with bad Doctor Who writing because Capaldi had some bad Doctor Who writing.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I think maybe I've just outgrown Doctor Who. Like.
So I'd go back and watch the
Like the
Matt
Tenant.
Smith. Some Tenet, yeah. They have some like really well structured like story shit. They fucked up walking out. I mean, I think Jodie could fucking nailed it, but like series 1 was straight up, we're not doing anything that's canon and nothing related to the old series. I'm like, what the fuck show you got? You just got some random person in a box then.
I mean that part I care less about because
I care a lot about it because I think that really fucked things up walking out and be like, hey man, I'm not even talking about we're not gonna have anything related to anything that you know about Doctor Who. It's all new. And that was what's his name? He's like, I'm doing it this way. It showed.
But like I don't know, that could have been done well, because like, oh no, it's the Daleks again, oh no, it's the Cybermen again, blah blah blah. Like I would like to see something new. They had something with like but like the Doctor has some false memories, blah blah blah, but they did not stick the landing with that at all. They did not, honestly. Like the Bad Wolf story, the first Eccleston season,
Yeah.
was so perfectly paced. They just need to go back and watch that a bunch.
Well, they're going to drop little hints like Bad Wolf for the continuity with that, and just then it comes down to things. But it's the timeless child. I'm like, okay, here it starts, and poof, Houdini. No more about that.
Well, it's like it's the timeless child. Is it the Doctor? No, it turns out it's the Doctor.
Right. It's like you could have at least made it the Master. Then it would have had some
Or
twist to it.
Maisie Williams.
Yeah, bring her back. Give her her own show.
Doctor. The Doctor
like,
basically froze her in time. Yeah.
or like even like what I think might be interesting is like, stick with the timeless child being like the first Time Lord or whatever, but they're still around. The Time Lords are extinct except for the OG, who's like, I'm gonna do my take 2 now, blah
Jordan,
blah blah.
Jordan, we both know Time Lords are only extinct when the plot needs them to be.
It's like they're time travelers. How are they really extinct?
They're time travelers who can respawn. Is the main thing.
Yeah. It's like even if you kill them, they come back.
I
You ever
don't
get a
know.
time infestation, man? It's miserable.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I sided with like the Rick and Morty school of like, if you're gonna do time travel, don't take time travel seriously because you will just fuck yourself over. We had to animate 128 individual like cells of like an episode.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a yeah, you rarely get time travel in Rick and Morty. You did get it in the Snake Jazz episode with the Snakeinator.
Yeah.
I am here to
Wait a
save you.
second. Okay.
Just get stepped on immediately.
Yeah.
Paul Hogan.
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
Hmm. The only person I think I would still want to see would be Craig Ferguson.
Who would I want to see as Doctor Who? James Hong.
James Hong.
Yeah, from like Big Trouble in Little China. I don't know. I want them to go crazy, right?
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
James Hong.
James Hong, yeah.
I could do Dinklage.
Dr. Dinklage.
Yeah.
Or oh, Charles Dance, Tywin Lannister. That would be a fun doctor, like real hard ass
Yes.
doctor.
The grim dark doctor.
Oh, if we're just gonna have fun, just use one of the dragons.
Or just to fuck with people, have William Shatner as the doctor.
What do you mean?
I've regenerated into this sexy stud of a body.
Shatner, put down the green paint.
No, I'm gonna keep drinking it, and you can't stop me. Glug glug glug. Oh, dude, that was like from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they're trying to get Charlie to stop drinking the green paint. And he's like doing the Reservoir Dog dance with like the knife, and then he just like picks up a can of paint and starts drinking it. Like, Jesus Christ. Who else would I want to see as Doctor Who? I like the idea of like, yeah, like CCH Pounder or like some statually black woman as the Doctor. I like that twist. That was fun. Martin Freeman would be fun as the Doctor. Yeah, Arthur Dent. Carl Urban. I think he could do a fun Doctor Who. Bones from Star Trek, and you know that android cop show that got canceled before it got a chance to.
Yeah,
get
the
good.
one that me and you decided to watch. We're like, oh,
Yeah,
well, fuck us. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is actually like good. Canceled.
We'll never know what's on the other side of that wall.
Yeah. Mark Hamill might be a fun Doctor.
I could see that.
Oh, Andy Serkis. Yeah, he'd be a good Doctor. He's just a good actor. Like, I think Gollum really fucked with his career because he's just like gets flagged as a VO guy and a mocap guy, but like he's got legit acting chops.
All right.
Okay, let's start that up.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead.
You're dead, therefore left for it. Because forwarding.
Way to for yourself out there.
Amen.
Don't be a pity for.
What's there to live for?
What about a butt fur?
Yeah, fair enough. All right. There's a Pedro.
There it is.
There's Jordan. By the way, we're about to play Left for Brad. I need to bring in this box. So I gotta
Bye,
press that
Nemo.
button. Bye-bye.
See?
We already had Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Who. It was called the first 2 seasons of Sherlock. I don't. Yeah.
2-4 shot.
Boop. I was going to do the darkness.
I saved you. So in theory, eventually we should have a fourth screen pop up.
At some point.
At some point.
American Megatrends, our latest guest.
Oh no, this thing's gonna get... It's automated. I've left the timers very, very much room because I don't want to have to plug a monitor into this box. It might work, might not.
Right mouse button and jerk off encouragement.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Hey!
There it is.
Oh, this is going to be fucking adorable.
Werner Herzog as the Doctor. Go to the TARDIS. Actually, Pedro Pascal as the Doctor might be fun.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to like him as an actor. Like I'm starting to see him in like other stuff. Why don't we have Pedro Pascal on the podcast instead of Pedro Mateus?
Please do. I'd actually watch that.
They're
Actually-
probably saying things. They should be on the guest channel.
Actually, Lena Headey as the Doctor would also be interesting.
I'm
Yeah.
saying things.
I am just unmuted myself.
Oh, hey, Mirror got away from City Skylines.
Yay! We're so proud of you.
No, I'm not. I'm still playing City Skylines. No.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can
Weird happened to my
webcam,
camera.
do you want to work? That'd be nice. Well, webcam want to worky.
There we go. Now it's the
There's
after
a
show.
Jill. There's a Jill bits, and my webcam ain't no worky. I know worky.
There's an Oxford
And
coma.
here-
All right.
OX4D underscore
hang on.
coma.
There we are. Woo.
Mir, you got a little gift while you were playing City Skylines.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got him another City Skylines add-on. The
Yeah,
Great
one I
year.
didn't
Oh
have.
God, you're
Which one
enabling
was it,
him,
the
Jill.
campus?
What are you doing?
yes.
No, it's the catheter DLC that you can just hook up so you don't have to leave.
Let me guess, was it the campus one or?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes. Yay, Mia can go to college.
There should have been a Krampus one.
Krampus.
Krampus.
Yes.
Krampus.
Krampus.
Krampusnacht.
Yes. All right.
Well, thank you so very
Krampus
much.
Dumpus.
You're welcome, Mir.
We have one player slot available. Anybody
Yes.
wants in?
Who wants it? Just gotta be a friend with one of us on the Steams, and then you can join.
Yes.
One of the many of us. How many are there? There's 7 of us. So if you're a friend of one of us, you're.
That's a shame, man.
Oh,
Alan straight up had like a gangster ass background last night.
Yes. Yeah, the very much the what was it, the oh god damn it, McAfee background.
Drug lord. What-
Yeah, that too.
Hardcore drug lord.
Where is he? Come on.
I don't know. The webcam's working on my end, but for some reason it's not making it to
I had to click the webcammy button.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
There you are, Linux Skinner.
Hey, Linux nerd.
Oh god.
Oh wow, it's so weird seeing you like not just like lag out and just be a still frame for 5 minutes.
Right?
I know.
I might not.
Still not getting.
that's
Still haven't
right.
gotten used to that.
There is. Hey. The Aperture Science Man.
Yes, yes.
Crapature science.
Hey, man.
We must because we can.
They made the portal gun, so it can't be crap, can it? They
Yeah.
made the portal gun? Come on.
We need Fall
Gotta have
Guys. I'm tired of watching everyone else play it.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean we need Fall Guys on Linux.
Yes.
Not
yeah,
via
that
Proton.
yes.
Yeah.
It is Unity though, right?
Right.
It is
Yeah,
Unity, yeah, and it is Devolver Digital, so
Yeah, it does
We
run nice,
might.
actually.
Maybe.
Yeah, and judging by how well it runs in Proton, it should.
it should be pretty easy
Yeah.
to drop across the lines. I don't think it uses EAC or anything because there's already hackers
does not.
in it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Devolver made the tweet about their security system, and it was like, if hack, no. And like, there was
Echo, please stop.
right.
Yeah, I don't.
who's that? Hello. Hey, hello, Oxford, comma.
Yeah, good to have you back.
All right, so we've got one more space left on Left for Brad.
We're gonna rock and
Oxford,
roll.
you up for it?
Who's it gonna be?
That's whoever gets
And
in.
remember, if we get started, you can always just jump in because Steam
Yeah,
works.
true.
Well, no,
Oh, gotta love
I
the
gotta
Steam
wait
bits.
until I know that other people are having the fun, then I want to play.
There's no fun to be had here, just tears.
Quick, get
salty,
the fun.
salty tears.
I've
Can't be me
made,
tonight. Sorry.
Wait,
I've made
Axel,
full-blown
here?
videos of American Truck Simulator, so I know the fun.
Wait, fun? What's that?
Isn't that right? Ominous spinning squares.
Does ominous
That's
spinning
Mr. Alert.
I
He's
know
been
it is.
trying.
That's a fucking joke, man. For fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah, I can see it on the streamy bits,
Okay, yeah,
but not
yeah,
on
even
the
after
Discord bits.
restarting Discord, it's still not working.
Oh no, there's a Pennywise. Hello, Pennywise.
There's Pennywise. Is Pennywise
I
going
guess
to be
I
playing
just
some
don't-
Brad with us?
Yes.
Okay
He's just got to install Linux real quick. Just give me a second.
then. I'm just installing Windows
This way, it
Vista.
takes you 2 seconds.
I'm saying I'm just running the Windows 10 updates and then I'll be there.
There you go.
You'll be back in the next day.
Yes.
All right?
We'll
I get
see
it
you at
back-
around 9 a.m. my time.
It baffled me how slow installing Windows actually is.
Oh,
Funny, on my computer, it's usually like 20 minutes, but on my work laptop, I was like, oh, I'll be fine. Click on it. 2 hours later, I was like,
yeah,
oh.
same at work. And
It's
Yeah.
not the Windows installation that takes a long time, it's running all the updates.
Yeah.
No, the
But-
updates takes extra long too. But then, so okay. So when I installed Windows 10, they're like, yeah, we have the version of the ISO with all the latest security updates, or at least from like a month ago or whatever. Still took like 2 hours to download the updates. Still took like an hour to install.
Yes, compared to what Linux does, where it was just downloads the latest package, it does it
Dude.
incrementally in Windows. So it
Dude,
goes,
you
grabs
can
the
do a
next one, next
network
one, next one, next one.
install, and it's done in like fucking 15 minutes, and you don't have to update because you have all the latest shit anyways.
Yep.
True.
I don't know.
Like
Absolutely.
it's egregious. I waited 40 minutes for a Mac update. I'm like, why would this ever take that long?
Exactly.
Only
like,
if you have a
well,
really
stop waiting
slow
for
network
latest.
connection.
Dial up.
Maybe if you,
No, dude. This is post reboot, waiting for the updates to install shit.
This
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
after the reboot, waiting for that loading bar. Yeah, it took like 40 something minutes on that 2013
takes
MacBook Air.
It takes forever. Had to rebuild a Mac recently at work, and yeah, it takes forever.
You don't rebuild Macs, you take them out back and shoot them.
I knew,
Well, I didn't rebuild it. I took it to the Mac shop, and they fixed it. Then I had to set everything back up
the
again.
Geek Squad. Ask Louis Rossman about the
Hard drive
Geek
file.
Squad.
The Genius bar.
No, not a
Actually,
genius
somebody was on
bars.
a-
These are actually homegrown, old-fashioned tech guys.
They grow people?
So,
Honestly.
Yeah, they're pod people.
absolutely.
The
Pod people.
the entire population of Australia has been replaced by like the things from They Live.
They're all part of the War of
Absolutely.
Orchard.
We're all aliens. We're all the aliens.
And Rowdy Roddy Piper's dead, so we can't do anything about it. They just They just
Nope.
exist now.
You're all fucked.
We're out of ass and bubblegum.
Whatever.
Angel stirred now.
Hold my kangaroo. All right.
Don't cuddle a kangaroo. Don't do that.
I don't listen. You know what? If you're gonna cuddle a kangaroo, go for it. Just make sure somebody's recording it.
I still want to ride. I still want to ride an ostrich. That's on my bucket list.
All right, we're gonna get into this.
Ostrich, so.
Boom.
Ride the ostrich.
Ride the,
you can see its straps, but you know it's mean.
Who wants to be on our team?
I mean, it could just be up to random chance.
All right, it is now.
Yeah, I'll just kind of leave it to random.
Oh,
It's a Pennywise.
It's Pennywise. All right, Pennywise
God
is okay at this
damn it.
game. I think.
What?
Maybe.
No, no, I'm already
Well,
at it.
well, fuck. You're
Dang it.
useless. Get a brain aneurysm and die.
I'll get right on that. Let me just install Windows 10.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Windows 10 is for lovers.
I run
I changed
7
what-
at work.
I changed one
done 10
registry
yet.
setting. Now I have to reinstall Windows.
You're a Windows expert now. You can tell people Linux is
There
dumb.
actually was a PC at the physics lab that ran Windows 95
I believe
because
this.
apparently they had a Geiger counter that only operated on Windows 95.
Over
What
a
a boss.
RS-232
Is that a chainsaw you got
com.
there, Linux Nerd?
It's a brown soundwave, one of those names.
Oh, okay.
It used to be dark blue. Where'd you find that?
It's a brown
Oh
note.
no! All right, okay. So who? How are we gonna? I don't
You all
know.
die. How about that? You all die. Save us a lot of trouble.
I'm just gonna go up here and yeah. We'll see how this pans out.
true.
Yeah. I don't.
God. Why
I don't
am
think
I
there's
seeing 3 of everyone?
Protect us. Anyway.
because you're drunk.
Right.
Yeah,
Two
that'll
was
do it.
not enough.
Go home, Foxy. You're drunk.
I am
Next
home.
error.
I'm in the chair. In the comfy chair.
Grab the.
Man, somebody
Right,
shot their
I'm
load a little early.
A little
did.
bit, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Who's
Let's go.
spat on the top?
Don't do that. Oh, stop. Ha!
Oh, smoker. Smoker, thank you. So the charger on its way. Hello.
Boom! Shoo, shoo.
I
Aw.
stepped right into that.
Damn it! I was like, I missed everyone, and then Foxy just spawned in front of me. I'm like, yes!
I didn't spawn in front of you. I stepped in front of
teleports.
you.
He teleports, yeah.
Which way?
He's like,
Which way?
he's like Australian Nightcrawler.
Scotty, we need
Thank you.
you.
He's
Thank you.
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, big baller.
Oh, god damn it, I got puked on.
Yeah, you did. Get him.
Oh, it's not Saturday night. Fuck off.
Ride him.
Ride him.
Ah, damn it! I was
Almost.
oh,
You don't
so
know me that way.
close, so close.
Let's go.
Let's get
I
going.
wanted him.
I'm
I
going,
wanted
I'm
him
going,
in
I'm
that building.
right on
I
the
wanted him in
big
that
Yeah.
building.
Get him in the hole.
Come on, through.
You want this cake? I want it. You want this cake? I want it. You want this cake? I want it.
I would love cake.
The cake is a lie, Foxy.
Oh.
Not Portal.
Oh,
Not Portal? Oh, shit.
Close enough.
Valve.
I want cake.
I want a cupcake.
Smoker here. Smoker here.
Yeah. I want a cake pop. Cake pops.
What's a cake pop?
It's like a little piece of. It's a cake on a
Smoker back.
lollipop.
Smoker back to the
Kind
car.
of cake.
I'm coming.
It's a Pop Tart.
Go
Really awesome. It's
Hi,
basically
bye.
Ah, charger
Yeah.
on me.
a cake shaped
On my screen, you let go of me.
And I got to kill their...
Linux Nuru, that green glowy stuff. Don't drink it.
Wait, it's delicious.
Oh,
Jesus
God damn it.
Christ.
Right.
Did you see how many
Keep
people
going.
Go, 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 go.
Underland.
Just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
Oh!
Oh, jockey on me. Jockey on me.
Yeah.
Two down. Nice.
Very good.
Yep.
I missed my first one, and I was waiting so patiently behind that van. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby, yes.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, yeah. Survive.
Just run. Forget about me. Next nerd, just go. Save yourself.
Don't let a teammate down.
Hunter somewhere. There he is. Hopping away like a little jacked up jackrabbit.
I just gotta keep him busy, right?
Right.
I'm trying to buy you guys time.
Okay, you can heal now. Heal now.
Oh, god damn it!
Bye.
Can someone help me up?
You got
That'd be
wet.
great.
Trying.
Got your ears a little wet.
You looked thirsty, mate.
Oh, try and nail him, Pennywise. Try and nail him. Yay! Oh!
What does it mean by I am dead?
I'm dead. I am thoroughly dead.
Go for a shell.
Oh, fuck me.
My 8-gig pie came
Sideways
today.
and call me Shirley. Really? Congratulations.
Yay!
You're now a man.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, just get some hits in for funsies.
Oh, this game is all about the funsies, isn't it?
The funsies?
All funsies.
Hey.
Yes, funsies.
It's a big train of funsies.
Hey.
The fluffy funsies.
It's funsy for your onesie.
It's a doozy for the oozy.
How to play as this person?
I know, this person's a difficult to play with.
I have no idea.
I shot the pilot, and I also shot the co-pilot. Grab your shit. Let's go.
So what you're gonna do now, TCH69?
What?
You can install a bunch
Jockey got
of
me.
Morta.
Jockey.
You can install Elementary OS. You can install ARS.
Target. What the hell? Like I know what the hell I'm doing.
Whoa!
People, come on.
Missed it by that much, Charger.
God damn it.
Ghost BS.
Wait, I'm stuck. How do I get up here? Oh.
You just stay stuck,
How do you
John.
get stuck and left for Brad?
It's real easy.
It can happen.
Geometry's a little fucky in
Solaris
these
is
games.
great, TCH. Solaris is great.
God damn
Oh, you're
it.
talking about...
Solaris.
Oh. What am I missing? I am missing OS talk. What are we doing?
What I'm missing is I need more
Oh,
alcohol.
geez, that didn't take long. Solaris and Lumos. How about you go
CDC for the win.
All right, don't shoot the truck. Don't shoot the truck.
Don't shoot the truck.
Shoot the truck.
Shoot the truck.
Do not.
Shoot the truck. Ignore whatever the Canadian says and shoot the truck.
I'm just gonna hit the
Oh,
thing.
we didn't catch him at
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I'm running the wrong way.
I know, me too.
Half the trick
I'm
with
like,
this
what
shit
the
is
fuck?
like...
I'm too far from the survivors. What does that mean?
Yeah. Half the trick with this shit is
running
like
the wrong bloody
not
way.
communicating what people need to know
Yeah.
until it's like too
running
late.
the wrong fucking way. Is what happens.
Exactly.
Hello?
That's why it's fun to be the undead
Fetch.
first. Because
Kill
then
me. Let's go for a dip.
Good Pedro.
I got you. I got Pedro.
Watch out, Charger.
Thank you.
Why the fuck can't zombies?
Charger
Whoa!
that
Swing and a
thirsty
miss.
Charger.
That
Thirsty
Charger
Charger.
missed it by that much.
Come on, guys. Come on. There we go. Good.
There we go. God damn it.
Yeah, you got to be pretty close to get them with the smoke on.
Yeah.
No, you
Can't
don't.
do like across the
No,
map.
you don't.
No.
You want the long range with the smoker.
They'd be over there in teleport land.
Oh,
Okay, Scott.
That was a nice one too. Good job, Pedro.
It's like, oh, suicidal boo. Okay, the thing is almost here.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Get away from the
Go,
go.
it's not a bad split.
Well, I got 100. I got 100.
Oh. Yes.
I
Shit.
need
How do I-
ammo.
can't I?
If you're the hunter,
Okay,
don't
get in the
crouch
thing.
first.
Get in the thing.
Thing's open. Get in.
No, they're on the fucking boat. Come on, get them.
All right. Hit the thing.
Hit the thing.
Who's that?
I couldn't fucking spawn.
Yeah, you gotta
Come on,
really.
let me
There we go.
Get the thing.
Okay,
All
heal.
right, heal. There's
God
a spitter
damn,
on the
come
other side too. I can.
There's
I
a
can.
smoker. There's a smoker behind us.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Come on, let me grab them.
Oh, what?
That's lame.
Lame Zors. I'm a firing my lame
Let me
Zors.
grab them.
Do anything.
The problem is they're not drunk enough.
Come on, I cannot grab you into the fucking
You should have
water.
just
Come
left
on.
him there,
my
then he
God.
couldn't spawn on the other side.
That's
We could,
Well, no,
if we get far
This is
enough,
the
we can
first
just
time you
hit.
ever made it across.
They just despawn you if we get too far away from
Now
them.
they know that.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time you
I
made
need
it across the river.
ammo. I need ammo. I need ammo.
I'm covering you as best I
Go for
can.
Pedro, go for Pedro, go for Pedro.
I might be incapacitated.
There, that's one down.
Bring it up.
All right, I'm blocking. I'm blocking.
What
are you doing?
Boomer!
Oh, I got boomed.
Yes.
I would really like some weapons.
Yes.
No. I would like to be alive.
I'm assuming we're going this way.
Yes, we are.
Well, it's the only way you can go, so yeah.
All right.
I'd say that's the right way.
Why am I stuck?
Fetch
Fuck.
zombies.
I'm out of ammo. I got leave me.
Keep him in the sludge. Keep him in the sludge.
Damn it, can't spawn.
Let me get across.
Up here.
Up there. All right. Watch out. This is like primo charger territory.
Oh, fuck
Yes,
me.
it is.
Who was that?
Speaking of.
You fucker. I thought it was
Someone pick up that phone
We're gonna
because
charge
I
her
called it.
downstairs.
I thought
Charge
it
her
was one of the
downstairs.
survivors. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Pills.
Quick about-
Oh, Whoozy, thank you.
Hello.
I'm down. I'm down.
Oh, God damn
Goodbye.
it.
You're getting
I
back up.
know.
Linux Nero, I thought you were one of the survivors.
Oh, you got that? All right.
If I was a survivor, you wouldn't have been able to spawn.
All right. Hey,
I'm
ammo.
real. Don't worry about me. I'm already dead anyways.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
well.
let's just go forward. We're building.
Can
we're
we go
building
forward,
our.
please?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
building our.
okay.
We're just.
Keep following the thing.
Oh, yes.
Pennywise, don't bite your fingernails.
Hi, Boomer.
Oh! Damn it.
Auto sniper.
That was funny.
And
Foxy. Poor
thing.
I
Pennywise.
had a grenade launcher too.
I really need an adrenaline shot. That gives me some health to work
I
with.
really need to do something. Hello.
Ah!
There we go, finally.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it.
You shut the thing.
Listen, hey, I tried.
All right, in the water. Watch out.
There's a jockey.
I got
In the
the
water, in
jock.
the water, whoever's a jockey. Oh,
Let's go.
God damn it.
I'm not.
I think this is the first time.
Yeah,
I've got
basically
this
follow
map,
the
isn't it?
planks here. One side or the other.
Has this map
All
ever
right.
been finished?
Yeah, we.
I don't remember this map ever being finished.
I'm going
Ooh,
to
pills.
Van.
Oh, that's a fire. That's a bad fire. God damn it.
I'm taking a nap.
Let's go
Go
pop
fuck
and
yourself.
fire.
Okay. I'm going into the room, and y'all can join me if you'd like.
I'm coming.
No.
I'll just be here.
We're never going to hear the end of this
I'm good.
now.
I'm fine.
All right.
I got this.
Victory. LGC. Victory.
Oh!
No. No.
help her.
All right.
I can see you, Mr. Alert.
Leave it. Leave her.
Wait. We can just use these now.
Yes.
It doesn't matter because the reason.
Who's left? Where are they?
I'm taking a nap. Fuck
They're in the
off.
safe room.
Yeah.
Where is the last one?
They're in the safe room.
Oh, there we go.
Just for fun, I lit the safe room on fire.
God.
I'm like, we've won, so fuck it.
This is more like LGC versus the drunken ones.
Yep,
Yeah.
I don't
pretty
think
much.
Scott's been drinking.
At least half of us aren't sober.
Yeah,
What are you talking
you
about?
have Scott on your team. Now just amplify our joy by knowing how mad Scott is right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's fuming right now. He has to be. He has to be fuming right now. Who else do we have on our team?
Ooh,
2
Magnum.
drunken bucks, a Canadian,
Ooh, AK.
and
This is not the selection of weapons we had previously.
No, it's not.
oh, okay. You got some nice selection here, actually. Fancy.
Oh,
this
god
one.
damn it, the mud
Oh,
man
this
and
one could be
making
a
you
raw
blind.
fuckbox. Correctly.
Come on, there's
Hunter got me?
some
I got
there we
numbed.
go.
Jockey.
No.
Okay, it's all on. Are we dead that quick?
I'm dying very quickly.
Game mode slow on my system.
I'm coming.
Behind you.
God
behind
damn
you.
it.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
All right,
Thank
Dojo's
you.
up. Go forward.
Charger. Oh, wow. Thank you for.
Oh, good job.
Yes.
Come on, Richard.
Can I have those
Richard.
pills? No, I'll take the other. Okay, up the thing. There's a grenade launcher there. Not that I'd recommend it necessarily, but
I'm down. Go.
I got you.
All right.
okay, I'll keep you
Well,
covered.
someone
There's a
got
smoker
me.
behind you.
I hate you.
God damn it.
All right, I'm up.
Let's
Leave
go.
him.
Jockey. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, Jockey Dad.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. There's the first sign of it. I heard a little damn it there.
We gotta separate them.
No, you
Keep
don't.
them separated.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't. Ignore
Let
them.
me.
Okay, basically head to
Let me
that house
fucking
there. Vents down.
I got him.
just taking a nap.
Oh, no, I'm not. I got 100.
I might be able to save you. Yeah. All right.
Oh, fuck me! Come on!
What's that?
I went right through the middle of you. Come on!
Yeah, I got all that. I didn't get a health pack.
Into the house.
I should have grabbed at least one of yous on that. Come
Spitter.
on.
I hear it. I don't see
The
it.
spitter
Long
arced
range spit.
well over
Long
us.
range spit.
Behind you.
Okay, I say we get in the fuck box and we heal.
Could
Yeah.
we not shoot each other?
All right, heal.
Is there any heals in here? Oh, no heals.
There's pills
yes, yes.
and there's the thing.
Let me in.
Help me. Help me.
I
now you do.
can't spawn. There we go.
Help me.
Jock.
Hey, help me.
Help me! Help me!
Now where? Should we be
Hit
going
me
forward?
with that opening stick.
Yes,
Yeah. Over the where this that way? Right.
there's no bridge,
Over the
so we
bridge
just follow along the thing.
downtown. Come
All right. Are we leaving? Are we leaving him?
Oh, there's
Yes,
a Pennywise.
Yeah, leave me, leave me, leave me,
Oh,
leave me.
Pennywise.
Yes. Bye-bye,
Go, Linux Nero. Well done. That was a good one. Whatever that was.
Oh, I remember this.
I'm taking the sniper.
That's fine.
I
got.
want you to
I'm-
fucking die.
All right. I'm going
Okay,
melee.
we have to open the
Boomer.
emergency
Come on,
exit.
Scott. You can do it. Let's go.
Leave me. Leave me.
Oh fuck! Jockey got me. Jockey.
Yes, yes. Come on, come on. In the water. Come on. Come on.
What am I?
Let's go.
I got wrecked.
Oh, they have a tank there. Good. Excellent.
Come on, Scotty.
Well, you know.
Come on, Scotty. Come
You're
on.
still kicking.
Scotty.
Yeah, I'm just running away. I'm trying to get as far as I
Full
fucking
limp
can.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
All right,
smoker
I'm
got
done.
me.
Scott, my shoes.
All right.
Fox Doc, do you realize we're gonna have to try to do this next time, right?
Yep.
Never crossed my mind.
Okay.
Emphasis
All right,
on
The
try.
funny thing was, I saw the gas can and I saw Pedro, and I'm like, would he do? He did not shoot the gas can. I was lucky.
No, I shot it. Just not on the way out. On the way back
I
in.
shot the gas
All right,
can, but I didn't
Have a
shoot
good
the
one.
Did not
gas
shoot the
can.
deputy.
Damn it, map designers, you thought my clever plan. Ooh.
Yeah, all right. So then you and I are teaming up, I guess.
It would appear.
All right.
You all right there, Scott? Let's go. All right.
I'm
All
gonna.
right. Let's go.
You know what? I'm just gonna stay here, guys.
Right there. Boom.
Oh,
Help.
jump on me.
Damn it.
Jump on me. Jockey on
Help.
me. He's getting into the goo.
I know. And Hunter too.
What the fuck
Take
is
him
going
back
on
home.
here?
You
Yeah.
want to go to your home?
Yeah. You think you're safe in there? In the safe room? Think again, motherfucker.
What? Well, good news is we have
Good
a
stuff.
space open
Good
for
stuff.
someone. If anyone wants to jump in, go for it.
It was shitty too because the slime despawned like just as I got there. I'm like, damn it.
I have no idea
Too far away.
where the fuck I'm going.
Oh,
Now
remember
that we're
jumping out.
here so far away.
No, the game crashed. I will rejoin in a moment.
Smoker.
Someone get Scott. Someone get Scott. Please, Linux.
No,
do it.
the bot guy.
Got him? The bot got you?
The bot got me.
Charge on me. Thank you.
Everybody gets a bot.
Good, thank you. Let's keep going, keep going.
I'm rejoining. The game apparently crashes sometimes. Go figure.
I need to heal.
Whoa, who's that guy?
Thank you.
Wow, who's that guy? He's so cool.
Smoker got me. Smoker
Mucho.
got me.
Double smoker.
Nom,
Smoker got me
Double
too.
smoker.
nom, nom.
Come on, Blue.
Oh shit,
So
the
much
game,
nom.
the game just crashed for me. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Will someone please save me? No joke.
Trying.
Shit, acid.
All right,
Thank
come
you,
on,
Scott.
come on. Loading.
We all get bots.
You get a bot, and you get a
Just
bot,
go
and
without me. Go without me. It's okay.
all right. Can I? Come on, Steam
Kitty
overlay.
Cat Rodeo.
Yeah, go. Let's go.
He's done.
And I'm down.
Never mind.
Joining game.
No.
Just go. Linux Nuru, run.
Loading.
Run out.
Oh, thank you, Linux.
Aw.
I can't get up.
Oh,
Who's this
damn it.
guy?
I thought I got the hunter there.
Hi.
I tried.
God
Jesus.
damn.
All right,
Okay,
enter
right
the
into
spawn.
it.
Crash,
Storm.
come back, kill Scott, and
I made it just in time for the end of the round.
Scott
That
Pilgrim
was
must die.
that was terrible.
Scott
Oh.
Michaud must die. God damn it.
God.
Linux
guys aren't
Gamecast
drinking.
must die.
I had a really good charge in that too, and I lost my score for it.
I was scared I
Hey,
wasn't
I
going to
got
get
the
that
most
charge,
bitter
man.
damage.
Was everyone just aiming for me on that round?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
pretty much.
Fair
It's kind
enough.
of turned into a hobby.
Good choice.
Okay,
Very good fucking
All right,
choice.
what do we got? Any fun time
Dude,
melee
we
weapons?
got a door
Nope.
we need to get the fuck out of.
Yeah, we do.
how? Okay.
Pennywise, please.
Please.
Pennywise.
And he?
I'm gonna take the adrenaline.
Oh, fuck
I'm
me.
smokered all the way back.
Way.
I'm going for him.
Linux girl, you might want to come join the party.
Go.
I'm trying to spawn.
All right, watch out.
Okay, in the house.
I never know how far to go to.
Follow
Okay,
the
now we
highlights.
open the door
Really.
and let's go.
It's about visibility more than anything
Okay, this
else.
one's a follow
Okay.
Pedro.
Try to find a place where they can't see you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
so
think
we're
we gotta go
behind-
up this
okay.
tree.
Yeah.
No! Don't shoot! God
You
damn it.
can? You don't necessarily have to.
We gotta get Pennywise again, otherwise we're
That tree
fucked.
was awesome, Pedro. Why are you lying to people?
I'm fucking what boomered.
Probably dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too far back.
Oh shit!
hello.
No,
Oh, yeah,
Pedro's taking that
Pennywise
as a
is fucked.
challenge.
Pennywise
Pedro's gonna get us
is
killed.
Beyond fucked.
Look, I was just using the scope on the sniper rifle. So-
Exactly what Jordan said you were doing, yes.
Oh, I'm back.
I wasted that.
Where'd I go?
What are you
All right.
doing?
I'm trying to get there.
Nothing in there.
I didn't fall for the trap. I kept following Pedro. It was risky, but
Gotta rescue for the biscuit. There's a charger coming up behind us, and a jockey.
Of course there is.
I see.
And the mudman.
Well, I took care of the boomer.
Grab someone.
Yes! Yes!
I'm right there.
Fuck me, please grab someone. That'd be great.
No!
There we go.
I got
Fucking
smoked.
finally.
I got smoked.
I got Pennywise.
I saved you, bro.
I'm still alive in Pedro.
I need a
doesn't know
melee
me.
weapon. Oh my god, I need a melee weapon so bad. I'm getting
I'm
fucked.
on you.
Free health packs.
And not the good way.
Let's go.
Who's running off all the way up there? Go
Darn
Well,
it.
I revenge killed
I got
Jill.
Jordan
That's the
for a
important
bit.
thing.
I was on Jordan.
Mind the witch.
Well, get the other two. They're
All right.
running off.
I'm on melee.
All right,
so.
Pennywise.
past the
Let's
witch
see who
'cause
can
no
kill
one's
each other
there.
first.
How the fuck do we get there?
God damn it.
Haha! Get fucked,
Respawn.
John.
I can't respawn. I won't let me. Oh, there we go.
Oh
Go.
god.
I thought drinking
Damn it,
would
this is that
enhance my
annoying
abilities.
place. We need to be up there. We need to lower the bridge.
Pedro, I'm spotting you.
Ah, boom! Bitches.
Okay. I'm going to
I died right
Jockey
away.
behind you.
Go.
Jockey behind you.
bridge.
Guys,
Jockey behind you.
Okay, now he's
Got done.
Jockey on him.
Ah, god damn it, I can't move.
No, yeah, you can't.
Ah, shit.
reload.
Jockey underneath you.
Yeah, that's on.
Yeah.
About Pedro time.
Meanwhile, the smoker could have actually.
Not the smoker.
Spitter behind you, spitter behind you, spitter behind you, and smoker.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the end.
This is the
Oh
end.
god damn it! I just
Pedro.
Only
tank.
friend.
God
I got
damn
Pedro.
it! I just became the tank.
Ah, it was almost there too. We're almost at.
It's a rock on fingers.
Yeah.
All right, team
Now, you guys
LGC.
know there's no way we're gonna make it as far as they did.
320. All right, who do I got? Who do I got? Who do I got?
Come on.
All right, I'm gonna go up here.
Behind the good shotgun?
Yeah.
Health packs.
The combat shotgun's pretty good in this. I have to admit.
Pedro, do you want to give him the one too?
I was just gonna go for it.
Don't get
Yeah.
the silver.
Yeah.
I gotta
What
help.
happened? What? Hey guys, what
Jill,
happened
grab
to
the
just
health
stay
pack.
here?
Yeah.
Jill,
Why don't we just stay here? This is nice.
Because
yeah, then
let's go.
No, okay, we're fine.
I got boomed right out of the gate.
I only got one. Damn it.
Yeah, you only got me, you fucker.
What's the grenade
Budget
button?
Mexican, get off me.
Ah, fuck.
But wait,
Damn it.
budget American.
I was waiting for them to get in
Mexican?
range, and Scott killed me.
That,
Yeah, I
that's
saw your
pretty
smoke.
funny. Budget Mexican?
Yes, a budget Mexican.
That was a brilliant stealth charge.
What the
That was so
fuck is
good.
going on here?
Oh my goodness.
Someone get Jill.
You're
I'm
just
gonna
like
try and get Jill.
I'm trying.
smash.
Trying to get
Hey,
Jill.
man.
I'm being attacked.
Yes.
Hugs. I'm giving out hugs. That's the way I look at it.
Help. Hunter behind you, right here.
Oh, hello.
No.
They're still scratching me. They're right there.
I got
Yes,
12
we got
hits
orders
so
in
now we
the
can-
song. Very nice.
Now we can get a.
I like Scott.
Okay,
Scott
cool.
dies in
Let's go.
vaudeville.
Good vaudeville there. Let's go.
All right. You know what? Yeah, go that way.
Oh.
Yeah,
Fuck it, dude.
Yeah, go this way. Damn it.
You understand about
I can
splitting
shoot
this?
through walls.
God damn
You
it.
really don't want to.
Hello, Spitter. I can hear you.
Split
right.
on my
Well,
old friend.
While I
come to
single-handedly
talk
killed
with you
Jill.
again.
They might be coming back.
Smoking
Come on.
me.
Yeah, here comes
Oh
Scott.
no! Oh no!
Okay, Scott.
Foxy,
Jockey.
ah,
Here we go.
shit.
No one.
Into the
And charge
corner
on me.
and die.
Charger right here. Hello.
Yeah, God
Shoot him in the
damn
nuts.
it.
Go on,
Shoot him
Joe.
in the nuts.
Hit him in the nuts? Okay.
And Jockey right
Go.
behind you next near. I'm trying to shoot him.
They are nice and split up too, baby.
Damn it!
Yeah.
That's 2 down.
Yeah, no, they ran
Oh,
away.
fucked.
Yeah, because you ran away.
Yep, I know. My fault. Full claim.
Is there?
Okay, Scott.
Two
over
drunken
to you.
fuckers run off. Why not?
What's the button I press to? Wait, hang on. No, I might not have to.
Hey, Foxy, how are ya?
I'm good.
It
A little
burns.
bit worse for wear, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some bleach. Want to drink it?
Scott's nice and separated. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Gotta keep them separated.
There you go, guys.
GG, no
Don't
re.
kill me, Scott.
Game over.
Pile on Scott.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The last thing they said was shit. That is
To be fair,
pro.
Foxy and Linux Neuro were the two that got the farthest.
Yeah.
Yeah. For what it's worth.
Because we bloody bolted.
Yep, you
Well, I was just following Foxy. I'm like, well, he must know where to go.
Yes, I knew where I was going.
He did.
I knew where I was going. I did know where
He
I was
was
going.
going the right way.
All right. Who we got? What we got? What we got? We got riffers.
Is it that way?
Let's stick with that.
Any melees? Any melees?
None.
No.
Let's go.
All right. I guess I'm getting dual pistols. They suck though because they take forever to reload. Jockey behind us. Jockey behind us.
Yeah. Oh, that was Scott.
Yeah, of course, gonna
Okay.
come through.
My bad.
Yeah, it was.
There's
a spitter in there. Yeah. Yeah, we both saw that.
God damn it!
There's a spitter inside all of
Last
us.
second.
There's
I
a
realized at last
spitter
second I was on the wrong
over at the
side.
I think
Frankenstein.
this is the
Should've-
finale.
Yeah, this plantation.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get high?
We're gonna get high.
Wanna get high?
Not that kind of plantation.
Don't forget your towel.
What happened?
I actually crashed.
Thank
Yeah, I see that. You actually
Oh yeah, no, the game crashes.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man.
Never on this game.
Valve's
Never.
necking in them
Valve software's
updates.
Perfect.
Jill, you have to crouch if you want to attack with the hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is not like the
Crouch
other one.
first, then
Okay.
use the thing.
There's a charger coming up behind us, by the way.
Yep. You run forward. I got your back. I got your back.
Jockey? Thank you. Okay, up the ladder and kill the boomer.
I remember
Up
what
the
the
ladder
was.
and kill the
Pennywise
boomer.
is
To
wrong.
grandma's house we go.
Okay.
The ladder, Jordan.
Yeah, I know. I've been holding up the rear.
Okay,
Because someone has someone has to. Listen, I'm all about holding up the rear. I am firm butt support.
No, that door. We don't need to go up top. We can just open the door.
Yeah. There's also the machine
Yeah,
gun
but
up there.
the up top's got the ammos.
Don't
Help.
punch me! Don't punch me! What are you
Thank
doing,
you.
Linux Naru?
He was punching you.
Oh, fuck me! Can't get you at that range. Fuck me!
Friendly fire exists in this game.
I'm trying to get to the switch to call the thing.
I'm trying
know,
to cover you guys if you want to get out there.
And I'm covering Ben so that no one
I'm
sneaks
down.
up on him.
Go help him.
Okay,
Oh,
kill him, kill
fuck
him.
me. Alright, well. Alright, how are we gonna do this?
At least I got paid.
Is it me or is this? Is it me or is this the same mansion from RDR2?
Yes.
Oh, that was Bill. Okay, never mind.
Let me up.
Yes, take me downstairs and outside to my friends. This,
I don't like being
think you-
exposed. Alright, I got it. Let's go.
Does it need a second one? Or yeah, it does
Nope.
need a second one. Okay.
Alright,
I'm right around the corner.
Okay, I called the boat.
God damn it.
Pedro,
I
I
got
got you.
someone. I got Van. I was going with Van,
I'm
but
gonna
I got
go
someone.
into the house and heal.
You awake, Jill?
Yeah.
I'm in the graveyard. I got stuck.
Grr, she's in the graveyard.
I gotta do heals. Cover me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the heals.
Here we
Alright.
go. Okay.
Give me
Or
something
not.
good.
Thank you,
Please, for the love
Pennywise.
of God, give me something good.
So, should I play this while I'm sober and?
No.
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 No,
Never.
no.
You need to play this while drunk.
Okay.
I mean, it's working for
Because
me,
I
right?
don't even know what
They're
the
coming
fuck
in from
I'm
the
doing right
roof.
now.
Charger got me.
Fire.
Thank you.
Oh! God damn it.
Oh, Hunter got me.
I got someone.
I'm
I mean,
very
this is
blinded
like
from the boom.
5th time I played this game.
Yeah, I'm covering you.
Thank you.
Something good. Oh, why is the respawn time so goddamn long?
I know.
It's almost like dying should be punished in these games.
No.
Yeah.
Discourage it.
Wait. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Discourage. What is
Hang on,
this
hang
word?
on.
So what are we waiting on?
We're waiting on the tank to
boat.
show up.
Okay, I did
Oh.
hit Pedro.
I got him.
Yay,
Damn it.
Oh, Smoker got me. Smoker got me. Smoker got me.
Boom! Hello.
Fountain.
And the charger
One at a
got someone.
time. One at a time, baby. One at a time. I'm dead. I'm dead.
I can't see you, Jordan. Otherwise, I would have shot him. I'm dead.
Yeah.
No!
I'm dead.
Oh!
Get fan, get fan.
I think I've already got. Oh, come on, Scotty boy.
Wait. What do you mean the tank is approaching?
Do not waste it. Do not waste it, Scotty boy.
Okay. So, if they get perfect on this, okay. Even if they do get perfect on it, they can't beat us.
What? No,
There's no way we can beat that. There's no way we can beat that.
No.
But it's interesting
We
though,
are
because
gonna
like
try our best. We're gonna try our absolute fucking best, but
just do your best. Do.
Do not grab that silver one. It's useless.
Ben, you and I are friends.
You
No,
say
you're not.
that.
You have no. There's no friends in zombies. Come on.
Wait, there's
It's
zombie
called,
friends?
you know,
No, friends.
basic strategies with your
Charge
teammates.
up.
You guys
Charge up.
come on, game.
Really? Come on.
Where?
Oh, shoot at teammates? Come
Yeah,
on.
shoot at your teammates.
Run and shoot. Run and shoot.
There we go. We can. Boop.
Oh, good hunt.
Someone get
Good
you.
hunt.
Nice kill.
Back now.
Hunt
Got
on
some
the
good
goose.
kill.
Foxy.
All right.
Hunt on the goose.
Foxy.
Get out of the goo jail.
Yeah, come on,
There
hurry
we
up.
go.
Foxy, you don't want to
Can
die?
someone please
Stay
save
with
me?
us.
Nope.
Oh, if you would fucking stay with us.
I was clearing a path.
No,
I wasn't
split
going
up.
too far ahead.
Goo is
Gotta
part
keep
of my
him-
religion.
You gotta keep them separated.
I wasn't going too far ahead. You right there, Jill?
Hey, come out and pray. Wait, pray?
Play.
What do you
Play.
say?
Come out and pray. Pray to your God. They won't answer.
Let's go.
I'm trying. I'm gonna bit swarmed here.
What's the grenade button?
You don't have any.
Alt F4.
F10.
Come on, give me one.
Hunter on Jill there.
Oh, that was the good arc. Y'all had to run through that.
Shoo shoo.
Someone get
I'm getting pounded here.
Here. Hey, I got you. Helped you, Linux Guru.
Yay!
Spitter's on me somewhere, I think. Oh, jockey.
Oh, shit, I'm with
I
them.
couldn't get you behind the thing.
Get you behind the truck.
You know what?
No, you do not. No funny times behind the truck, all right?
There we go. Come back.
I do
Best
not want
times.
the fun.
Hey, you guys should save
I
Jill.
do not want the Mexican special. Go away.
Where's Joe? God damn it.
I got taken down by him.
Yeah.
Shit,
Get out.
better.
Stay there.
I don't think.
I'm out of ammo, guys. I'm out of ammo. Someone else has to help
You guys
Joe.
should really save Linux Neural.
I'll be the hero.
Yeah, you
All I
definitely
got is a
can't do this with
fucking
two
pistol.
people. You can barely
you,
do it with
Foxy.
3 people.
Darn it.
Ah, never mind. Jill's gone.
Scott committed suicide, so I'm good with that.
Yeah. Scott Puku.
Nah, she's gone.
What am I missing? What am I
Scott
missing?
committed suicide. He just jumped off the balcony.
Linux Nuru, would you mind getting
I have just. Oh, fuck.
No, it's absolutely fine.
Pistol. I got a pistol. Fucking pistol.
I'm trying to get the.
That's all I had for like the last 5 minutes.
There's a hunter on me.
Damn it!
Kitty cat rodeo.
Nah, never mind.
Don't pile on, Scott. There's one still up.
That's true. But I'm waiting for my charge to recharge, and
There we go.
that takes a minute.
Oh my god.
I like that Scott saw or heard me say, "We don't need to go upstairs. We can just open the door," and he went upstairs and jumped.
Yeah, he opened the door to the afterlife.
Wait, what failed?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you lost irrevocably and forever. Team LGC.
Yeah, I don't even think they would have given you a participation trophy for that. I'm like, nah.
No, that was horrendous. That was bad.
It was still fun. Why was it fun? Because we
It
won.
was a lot of fun. Yes.
Yeah.
Even when we don't win, it's still pretty fun. It's this game has this nasty tendency of being pretty goddamn fun.
It turns out
game.
Valve is
I
actually
need to
pretty
play
good
more.
at designing games.
Yeah,
This Valve were, yes.
when they're making them,
Yep.
unless it's called Artifact.
Yeah.
I've still been
You said the A word.
Yeah, honestly, it was the wrong kind of climate for Artifact. If they had gotten in before Hearthstone, maybe, but no.
Yeah, it just definitely came across as like a, hey, I want to play in this cash dispensing
I want to play
genre.
too. Can I play too?
And the biggest thing is like, oh, it takes 45 minutes on average to finish a match. It's like, I'm sorry, I could get done with like 7 Hearthstone matches in that time, so you're taking too long.
And it wasn't free to play, and it cost money to play.
Yeah, that's that.
And they just completely...
You had to buy cards, and you had to buy the game, and...
They have delightfully just fucked right off about their battle chest thing, auto chests that they made. And I'm like, it exists.
Yeah.
This thing.
Well, that was the thing. It was real popular for a hot minute, and then
Right. Well, it was massively popular until Valve's like, hey, look, Dota characters.
well, it was always a Dota mod, no?
Oh, yeah, but you know, it was a mod before it was like, hey, it's everything. Oh, yeah.
Well, that was the other thing too, is they had that. There's also that Chinese team that they co-developed it with that also took like they have their non-Dota version branded battle chest.
Non-Dota version.
Which is just the exact same game, just with the skin swap.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, man. Hey, we made it to midnight.
I made it to 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna Google where is it 5 o'clock.
Oh, there's
Fiji,
actually,
I'm guessing.
In the UK.
there's,
Fiji.
there's a
Oh, yeah, it is UK, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
UK, Portugal,
JavaScript,
a couple of
GitHub.
countries in Africa.
I should clarify. I meant like in the sense of it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so 1700 hours, 5 p.m.
Oh, right. That would be. Oh, where is that?
UTC
I-
Hang on, what's
BBQ.
the time now?
Yeah.
So, New Zealand
So
plus
GMT
one
plus
more hour.
12.
It's 2 hours between
Samoa?
Australia and New Zealand, so one more than New Zealand.
All right.
Because it's only 2
So
hours between me and New Zealand.
So there you go. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
If you are in Samoa, it's okay for you to start
There it
drinking.
is, Samoa. That's the one I was thinking of. Samoa.
I
5
have
p.m. drinking? No, noon.
a GitHub page for 5 p.m. Where is it? 5 p.m. Website.
Yeah, no, in Samoa, it's 5:13 p.m.
Yes, it is.
Samoans,
It's GMT plus 12.
take time from educating Saul Goodman about the law to drink.
See, there's Linux
all
Nero's
good,
5
man.
p.m. It's just full of pictures of frying pans.
Well, I mean, you can use your frying pan as a drying pan, so...
It's a crying pan. It's a new movie.
Oh.
The crying pan.
If you have two and you flap them really hard, you could have a flying pan.
Flying pan through the sky.
All right, Twitch. We're gonna bounce. We'll hang out on Discord in a little groupie chat.
If you didn't like that joke, you might be a sighing pan.
Wiggle. Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle,
Murder
wiggle.
wiggle. Murder wiggle.
If the flying spaghetti monster didn't want Pedro to wiggle, he wouldn't have given him so many wiggly bits.
His hips don't lie.
All right, beautiful people. Dynafire.
Bye.
Back Tuesday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.